Yo,
Surprise!
yo, yo.
Surprise! What the hell is going on here? What the fuck
We
are we
got a
looking at?
fucking full squad up in here tonight.
What are we
Wow.
looking at?
Oh.
Jesus
I did
Christ!
not
What
feel
is going on here?
Man.
Shit!
Wow. Cracking.
Oh,
We got a full squad here tonight. It's been a minute
yeah.
since we had a full squad up in here. Fatal four way. We got the fucking four
The
horsemen up in this
horsemen.
bitch.
That's right.
Episode 75.
Hold on.
75.
Big
Wait.
weekend. Now he switched to Trey though. That see, we called that last week. He talks all that shit about Trey, but he still got Trey up there. Big weekend for boxing, for MMA. Not too big for sports.
Boxing. Payday.
Not too
Payday.
big. Not too big for NFL. I mean, you had the preseason, but it goes.
I
Mr.
ain't
Trey
watch
Lance.
it. Anybody watch that game? I sure did.
Bro, I didn't even watch it, man. I can't even front.
game?
That Niner game.
Niners.
I caught a half.
I mean, shit. I mean, fucking like 30 players didn't even play. So I mean,
Right.
this is the scrub bowl, pretty much, right?
Not even, on both sides. It was like 54 players. Didn't
Yeah,
play.
it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. No one
Yeah, I
played
caught
the
it from
scrub.
halftime on, second half, and I'll be honest, man. Some of these guys, man, ain't gonna make the roster, and that's upsetting because they did impress me.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a testament
yeah.
to our roster, though.
Well, let's
right?
go. Let's just start off with that real quick. We've been recapping training camp every week, and just our thoughts on the roster and everything. What are your thoughts? The big talk from Niner fans and Niner media. Jordan Mason,
Ooh,
running
man.
back.
Yeah, man. Okay,
Now,
so
I didn't watch the game, but I seen some of his highlights. But go ahead, yeah.
So you know how they're gonna be like, he's playing third stringers and guys that probably ain't gonna make the team and whatnot and blah blah blah. But I got to be honest, that 17-yard run, that kid, man, he broke at least 6 tackles on that damn run. You know what I mean? And he looks like he's not. Okay, so we got Trey Sermon, you know what I mean, the dancing machine, you know what I mean? So before he even gets to that pocket, dude, he's like, already doing the little, twiddle my feet shit, you know what I'm saying? Or, a two-step, and it shows with his numbers. I think he's going to get supplanted by somebody. I think he's Ty Davis Price, Jeff Wilson Jr., of course, Elijah. And I really don't know about Jermichael, even though he's been running pretty hard too. Mason just looks that much better. He looks like to me, he looks like what I thought we were getting with Jermichael Hasty when he came out. Cause he had that baby beast mode, Marshawn Lynch kind of, factor bringing them together. But he's good. Don't get me wrong. I like Hasty, but
I think Hasty's the odd man out. I think he's the one to go. I think they spent too much on Trey Sermon, a third round pick to let him go.
I hear you on that.
They spent too much on him, but it's
exactly. I don't. But it's the reasoning is it's just he's not looking like he's getting it.
But Hasty's been around here a couple years already.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
And his time I think is up.
The difference is though is that he still hits the hole hard, and he's an undrafted free agent. That coupled with what you're saying, I think probably would make him the odd man out. I guess. But the way Sherman's been just.
But
I think he stays on the roster. I think it's out of Mason or Hasty. That Mason will probably get to the practice squad. I would say. I would think.
Someone will grab him. Someone will grab him and put him on the roster. I don't think he'll really make the practice squad.
He's not gonna clear waivers.
But
you don't think so? You'd be surprised.
Mason?
I mean, he could.
Yeah.
I don't really think so. I mean, he
showed too much.
This is the thing with Sermon though. When he's played in actual games like last year, he really didn't look that bad. Like in his first carry, I know he got injured. One of them, he got fucking rocked. But other than that, like he had decent. I mean, he fucking had like 80-something yards, I think, 70, 80-something yards on like a middle amount of carries against the Cardinals, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like I said, other than the other 2 times, like where he's fumbled or like he got rocked. I think one time he got hit and got a concussion, right?
Right.
And then another time he fumbled or something like, okay, that's just like rookie shit. Okay, whatever. But other than that, I mean, I think he did a pretty decent job while he was in there last year with the starters. Now, this year, I mean, I know everyone wants to be like, oh, well, he didn't do this, but you know what? When I was looking at some of them runs, I really didn't. There wasn't a whole lot of great blocking up front for him to really run through anything. You know what I mean? So it wasn't necessarily. I mean, I see what you mean with the dancing though too. He is a little hesitant. He does do a little this and this, but at the same time, looking back at it, because I did catch the replays with both games with Green Bay and with you know what I mean, with the Vikings, and yeah, I really didn't see too much blocking up front on his plays that he was running the ball on. You know what I mean? There wasn't really too much he can get through. You know what I mean? So I don't think the jury's out on him yet. I mean, it's only his second year, so you can't really. I don't see there's much sense cutting third round players after their second, after their first year and second year, especially because I know they're talking this shit about Ambry Thomas and we're getting a little defensive side. And I know Shanahan was saying like, well, it's going to make this team, but it doesn't make sense to me how you're going to cut 2 fucking third rounders after 1 year, and you still got fucking Tavarius Moore on the fucking team. And that motherfucker ain't done with the fucking. He's a third rounder, so that's what that makes no fucking sense to me.
I feel what you're saying on a lot of that. The one thing that I would counter with when it comes to Sermon is that if you put Mason in there on them same runs, or even not the same runs, let's just go with their own, sample size that they gave us. With the same blockers up front, still did more than him. Same thing with Hasty and same thing with Jeff Wilson Jr. when he got in there. I see that he's hesitant and he just hasn't got it yet. Maybe he'll get it somewhere else. Maybe he'll get better. I mean, we've seen that happen plenty of times. Guys leave us and then they, find another route and they go get better. I can't see how he's consistently like just the lowest performing guy. You know what I mean?
So you think we're keeping 4?
I believe we're going to keep 4. Yeah, especially after the trick we had last year. I don't think we're keeping 5 for sure. No, but
so what's your 4? What's your 4?
My 4, if they were asking me, I'm keeping. Obviously, let's just not even Ty Davis or Elijah. They're a lock. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I got to say something about that guy. Ty Davis is actually looking like a fucking battering ram. You know what I mean? So
I thought he was going to be
crow on what I said about him, even though I didn't bash him, but. I was still upset with the pick.
No, you didn't like the pick, but yeah.
I didn't mind the pick. Yeah,
Womack still hates Trey, and
exactly.
we kind of forget him on that.
But he's proven himself, every time he gets in there, he just runs guys over. So I got to give those 2 guys, they're already set. So the other 2, in my opinion, if I had to choose out of them guys, it's going to be Jeff Wilson Jr. and I gotta say Mason. And he just looked so good lately. You know what I mean? But what I think is going to be is Jeff Wilson and Hasty, and they're going to try to stash Mason on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just what I said. I see Trey gone. I mean, I don't see him really doing anything. I heard, I read an editorial today about it's the same thing what you said, Womack, about they're already looking at Ambry now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the odd man out in the cornerback room because of what Demo and Womack, or your boy, is doing good on that field. You know what I mean? So I mean, hey, the kid is looking pretty solid. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to believe that they're going to go ahead and cut ties with Thomas, even though he's injured right now. He can't show them anything. It'd be crazy because he'd be just another like a Kello Witherspoon. You know what I'm saying? But I just after last year,
well, Kello got 3 years. Fuck,
I don't think they would cut. I don't think they would cut him.
I don't think it would be a good idea because you didn't have enough from him yet. I was bashing the guy crazy last year because all the dumb shit he was doing. You know what I mean? It was just like you could see that he was still underdeveloped and coming from, D1. You know what I mean? Because he was doing a lot of that shit that they get away with in college. But this year, I'd like to see him get a little more time. But I always liked Lenore more than him. And Lenore is looking like he really took whatever harsh criticism he got last year and really is like pushing it. So, hopefully, we don't make a mistake and let go of somebody.
I would take Thomas over Lenore personally. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do. It ain't like one is, so much ahead of the other.
Yeah,
they're kind of neck and neck.
Exactly.
I didn't like Ambry only because I thought he was taken way too fucking high. Honestly, the third round, I thought we can get it. There's way better corners out there. I thought.
Dude, let's not get into that again because we're gonna start getting pissed here. You know what I mean?
Well, but I'm just saying.
I don't think any of us wanted Thomas,
But
bro.
once again, I just can't see
I did.
it.
I did.
I
Did
mean,
you?
I
Yeah.
just well, he had him on his mock draft. His mock draft.
I
But
don't know.
you didn't have him no third rounder though. What did you have him like the fifth or fourth or some shit?
Yeah, I think I had him fourth or fifth. I can't remember.
Yeah,
off the
something
top of
right.
my
Yeah,
head.
you didn't have him no fucking third rounder. I know
Probably
that.
fourth.
Yeah, right. So that's all I'm saying. But I just don't see us cutting no fucking third round picks after fucking one season. Like, I mean, how the fuck, that?
hold
that
on.
I
just
mean,
makes no sense.
We did it. Didn't we
Who?
cut? What's the name? He was a fourth
Joe
rounder.
Williams.
Who?
Joe Williams.
He was third.
Cut
I
his
think,
ass
wasn't
after 1 year, bro.
Yeah, but that wasn't, I don't think, due to, and he was a fourth round pick. Like, once you get into the
he's
fourth and
fourth. I thought
fifth
he was third.
rounders,
Still,
That's
No,
still
he's a
it's
fourth
still
rounder.
draft capital. We be hitting on them third and fourth rounders.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
at the
fourth,
same
fifth
time,
rounders.
but the
Dude.
first, second, and third round is like, you know what I mean? Those are when you fucking take guys that are
I think the first, second, third rounders should get at least 2 years,
yeah, because
unless they're just horrible. But we haven't. I mean, like Womack said, we did see an 80-yard game out of Trey. He only played one game, right? Major.
Yeah, but
I mean, he
I
started.
can't see him doing anything else really, unless he's a short yardage guy.
I was gonna say, I think he could be him and Tyrion. Could be the little short yard TD vultures.
And he's still a pretty decent receiving back though too. You know what I mean? Sermon is he does catch the fucking football when you put him out there like that. So I just don't see us cutting. Even Tom, like I said, I wouldn't have took him in the third round, but I just don't see us cutting third rounders after 1 year. You know what I mean? After 2 years, maybe 3.
What's the numbers
Who do you
game though?
think-
How many corners are we keeping?
Well, and that's the thing though too, right? So we got Trevarius Ward, right?
Is
Mosley.
Verrett still on PUP?
He is, and so
Yeah,
this is
he's
the
on
thing.
PUP.
Are you going to cut Thomas because you have potentially Verrett coming back, but then how reliable is he going to be coming off another fucking injury? Like, are you willing to cut Thomas off of, you know what I mean?
Well, I think if you did cut him, you would probably try to get him on the practice squad, but I don't know. I don't think he would clear waivers.
I don't think he can clear waivers either.
I'm for hoping. This is what I said for the longest. I hope that the youngsters push, Verrett off, because then we know you're doing well.
I get rid of fucking Dante Johnson. Like, what the fuck is that dude doing on the fucking squad?
I mean, he did play good. He did have some big games last year, but
I think they want him because
Leo.
he's
That Green Bay game.
He had decent guys. It was like great. I mean, he'd come through, but then again, he also, he didn't cost us some games, but he also made it hard for us to do some shit because of his.
He has a lot of penalties. I will say that.
His penalties, his holdings, or PIs, or fucking
Dante
flat out
a
just
good
getting
candidate.
smoked. Yeah, so
he's a good candidate.
But still, if you're looking at numbers, it's going to have to be more than Dante Johnson that goes.
Well, here. Let's
just start naming them out. Start naming them out.
So we got Emo,
Travarius,
right? E-Man, Travarius. Okay, those starters, all right.
That's two locked in.
And I think it's safe to say that fucking Womeezy, Mr. Womack, fucking pretty much got the fucking starting nickel. You know what I mean?
He's nickel.
That's
would
3.
You say that? Well,
For
like
sure.
3, right?
What are you keeping 5?
Well, this is the problem. We don't even know yet because there's still the battle of do we keep Brock Purdy? You know what I'm saying? As the third backup quarterback.
No, he's gonna he's practice squad. We're not gonna put him.
I think he's
gonna be a roster
squad.
You never know. I mean, we went into it 3 quarterbacks. All right, look.
When was the last time we had 3 quarterbacks?
4 quarterbacks.
Exactly. Once it all shakes out, when we know what's going on with Jimmy, then I think the rest of these dominoes.
Well, we know what's going on with Jimmy, though.
I don't think we're not gonna have 6 corners. I doubt that. I think 5 is the most. I think I don't think we're gonna keep Purdy. I think they're gonna stash him on the squad, on the practice squad. So I think we're going to. You know what I mean? I mean, let's get it. They paid Nate Sudfeld $2 million, bro, guaranteed. He's not going.
Yeah, well, he's the best. Yeah, well, that's the backup.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere. So he's the backup. And what happens if you?
According to Womack, he's good. He's better than Trey Lance.
You should start over Trey for sure.
So,
tripping, bud.
And then you got, then we of course we keep like $1 million, $1,000,005 fucking D linemen. So you know what I'm saying? That's gonna cut into shit too.
That's gonna be a numbers game. And then O-line.
What group is
Burford? I heard Burford is swooped on the right, the left guard position already.
I don't think he's been at right. He's been at right guard.
I mean right guard,
left guard. Yeah. So
you see all this talk about Poe, and then Poe's taking snaps from Banks. You know what I'm saying? And
Banks is looking sketchy, man.
You know what's going on here, man. But I love Poe.
Well, that was a fucked up pick anyway. Like no one, who
you called that? I'll give you that.
Just like Ambry, like Ambry, we picked him way too fucking high.
Yeah, way high. I mean, if we didn't if we would have got a corner, or like Nip had Asante Samuel Jr., right? That was his fucking thing. He was there.
And
He was there.
too.
Yeah, they were okay. So he was there. Now, given that he was there, I didn't personally myself, I wasn't that high on him. But if he's right there at that spot, I wouldn't have no problem getting that fucking dude over.
And him in our system would have been nasty with our pass rush.
Yeah,
and you could run him into the zone. I think he's perfect.
Yeah. So and who I don't even remember who the fuck was our other starting corner. Like who were our starting corners last year?
It would have been him and
I
Eman.
forgot.
It would have been him and Eman.
We had Norman.
Our starters though. I mean, Emmanuel Mosley. Who's the other one though? I can't remember the other fucking corner that was starting.
It was Verrett before he got injured, and then Thomas came in, I guess, right?
Came week 1.
Well, Verrett got injured.
Norman, and then what's that other?
Was Norman a starter?
Patrick.
Yeah.
Buster So we had a revolving door. So that other side was in.
It was a carousel.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have a.
Dante Johnson
would have put a stop to all of that. If we would have picked him, that would have been that. Because E-Man
that would have probably been that. Yeah, but that would have been the better value pick at that point. Because I didn't think. And anyone that McGlinchey fucking suggests, is fucking trash. So I won't even listen to that motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, I get him. Why? You're fucking weak as fuck. Like, why am I?
Exactly. You can't even stay on the damn field.
You can't fucking do shit. So,
I mean,
but besides from all that, yeah. So I mean that O-line, and I still don't understand who the fuck is Jake Brendel. Why the fuck is he even on this team? Like, this dude is weak as fuck, and he's supposed to be the starting center. Like, come on. I don't understand this shit.
It's going right back to Shanahan and his the way he is when he comes to being stubborn.
Boys.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm thinking this personally. You give the Browns a call and you say, "Hey, give us Treader. We'll give you Jimmy."
He's a free agent, isn't he? I thought he was a free agent. You don't even have to get nothing for him. You just have to sign his ass.
They already let him go.
Well, he was a free agent, I think, wasn't he?
I think he was a free agent.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then,
and he's still out there. I don't think anyone signed him, so he's still
signed him.
Floating around out there.
And the dude's durable. You know what I mean? He started hella games without missing any.
I mean, you like Brown's lineman so much, you might as well just get that motherfucker, right?
Exactly.
You got fucking Mac, and
it'd be an upgrade over the shit that we got.
Yeah, and so there was that dude that I was talking was Donovan West, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? That was he came out of A&M, I think. Was he at Texas A&M or one of them?
I thought he was a Sun Devil, but I'm not sure.
Was it Arizona State? It was, probably. You might be right. It was probably. But I've seen him, like, he played in that Green Bay game. I thought he did decent at the center.
Yeah.
I mean, he got kind of got pushed around a little bit. But what do you expect from a fucking undrafted fucking rook? But the fact is that he was a pretty good fucking center. I think the only thing that knocked him, he was even undrafted. So I think he had an injury or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. That no one wanted to, of course, no one's going to fuck with that. Right. But I don't understand why you're not giving this. I'd take that fucking center over fucking Jake Brendel. Like, what the fuck is?
Yeah.
Like,
well, you know how Kyle is with veteran rookie or veteran to rookie offensive lineman. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really trust a rookie offensive lineman too much. But I gotta say, watching these games, 3 guys that stood out was definitely. Burford, I like the little I saw from West, and obviously Poe, because
Poe,
dude, that guy runs like a fucking running back, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they ever,
he's small,
yeah, you know what I mean. He's little. I mean, he could eventually take over the center in my opinion, because he has that stout, small 6-foot frame, and a lot of centers are 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And you want that so you can't get the pads underneath them.
And you can also look over them, and you don't have these big towers. Not that Trey's small. I mean, Trey's like 6'4" or some shit like that. So he's a big dude anyway. Right. So I don't think that would really,
But still, you don't want to have to deal with that at all in any aspect. But I feel you on that. But if they ever fucking diagnose or scheme up a play where you got, Trent running free on a motion, and then you send Poe, because Poe is that fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? You will just tear up people all day with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there will be no way to stop that. Those
his ass
at you, come on.
Yeah, and that motherfucker's a converted defensive lineman. So don't think like this motherfucker been playing guard like his whole fucking life. Like, I think he just converted
to hit people
this year from the D-line position, which is that in itself is kind of like fuck. Like how you transition from the D-line to a fucking guard, and you out here fucking still laying people out.
That's what I'm saying, man. That guy impresses me.
Yeah,
Like
so
every time I see him play.
So Banks could be a candidate to get the axe.
No, I don't think they're going to start him at left guard because
No, not
who's going to start?
Second round pick, bro. I doubt they fuck him off.
Yeah,
but
you can't do that.
But we'll see what happens.
We don't got much depth anyway.
Yeah,
you might as well just keep him.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So that's where probably
I just haven't seen much out of him in camp or in
barely hear his name.
Even last year, I mean, it was like that last year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you didn't really hear them, but you know,
at least we got some of these. That's what I was telling Womack last year. You can get these. You can get these guys in the late rounds, but Womack's like has a hard on for trying to get linemen in the first round and shit. You wanted to get a lineman last year with the first pick. You trying to do some funny shit like that?
Got fucking Kyle Pitts, fucking first pick, number 3.
Nah, man, you can get these linemen late. That's what I was saying. You don't. There's no reason to waste a first or second pick on them.
You could, but I mean,
especially the Shanahans, they have a fucking knack for this type of shit.
Yeah, they know who they want.
Running backs and linemen. Quarterbacks, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
They kind of got to get lucky with them quarterbacks.
Jury's still out. I really don't think Shanahan developed any fucking quarterback. Like you can say,
he has.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't develop RG3. He had one good year with them, and then it kind of like the shit went sour after that.
And he didn't even want RG3, so it's like you can't really. You know.
Yeah, Cousins is about the only one you can connect to him. I think and then he's so fucking up and down and mercurial. It's not even a joke. I gotta admit though, Purdy's impressed me. You know what I'm saying? When he's been in there, he's looked poised. He's looked like the moment's never too big for him. We'll see what happens with him. I personally like him a little more than Sudfeld. I think his passes are crisper. I think he puts them where they're supposed to be. I think he's better in the pocket, but
well, he doesn't have that downfield. He doesn't have that downfield arm though. Like
neither does Sudfeld though. In my opinion.
Sudfeld's a little more.
Well, seems like Sudfeld.
He's just taller. To be honest with you, I don't see much of a big thing with them either. But I will say that you know what? If he can only throw 30 yards and not pass that, that's still doing pretty good as long as he can put it right in your hands. And that's what I saw from Purdy. You know what I mean? So I like him. I hope that they hold on to him. And I think if they develop him enough, he could be a very decent quarterback in this league, at least as a backup.
He's going to – and they're going to put – I mean, no team is going to – and this is just the reality of it. Like, if he gets waived, like, no team is going to look at him and be like, yeah, we got to get this quarterback and he needs to be on our roster. Because that's what happens when you clear waivers. You know what I mean? You got to get put on waivers.
I'm good with that.
Ravers. The Ravers
too. Going on some raves. Huh?
In this system, I think he could be good.
He's good, but he's going to clear. What I'm saying is he'll no doubt clear waivers, and we will put him on the press squad. Because, like I said, if you sign someone off, I think like if you sign them, they got to be on your active roster. Or is that just off the practice squad? I don't know. Maybe it's just off the practice squad.
Well, you try to stash them, and if they don't clear waivers, then they're gone and shit.
Yeah,
but I know what you're saying. I think you do at that point have to sign them.
I think that's just if someone's on the practice squad, like if we like someone on the fucking like on the Bears practice squad, then we have to sign them and put them on the active 53.
Right.
I think that's what it is. We can't just sign them off their practice squad and put them on our practice squad.
Exactly. I think that is the way it works.
So, but yeah, he'll be a practice squatter for sure. Like I said, no one's going to look at this guy and be like, yeah, we got to get this guy on our fucking team. Like he's got to be on our roster. But
some of them quarterback hungry teams out there might, but I doubt that they're going to put a big emphasis on it. So in that way, I agree with you.
Yeah. So what we got? The linemen. So what about these receivers? Who do you think's well, we already know, I guess, the 4, right?
Well, of course, let's not even talk about the people we know are making it. So it's obviously Jawan, Ayuk, and Debo. And then, of course, I think Ray gets a spot, no matter what.
Definitely. Especially
Ray.
You know what I mean?
Ray.
He looked pretty damn good. Gray is on there, and I think that's where it ends.
Danny Gray has been killing.
I mean, the burner.
The thing that bothers me, man, is that we've got enough guys that drop fucking passes already. You know what I mean? And he's had more than a few drops, you know what I'm saying, the last 2 games. But when he does catch
wobbly ass balls, he's trying to fucking catch.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? But, when he does catch it, the motherfucker looks pretty good when, with the ball in his hands because he can get away. Him and Ray actually look pretty good, on their breakaway speed.
I think that's what that dude Eric Crocker was saying. He had a little pocket. He's part of that. Well, not really part of that little clique, but he's in cahoots with some of them dudes, the beat writers and stuff like that. He, about Eric Crocker? No, he was saying, how come Ray McLeod is like only averages 6 yards a fucking a reception, like just based on what he's seen, like because he's looked really decent. You know what I mean? In our preseason, when he threw the ball,
only 6 yards a catch.
Yeah, that's what he's averaged.
He's caught a couple of bombs, didn't he?
But that was his point. He was like, "How the fuck is this dude only averaging 6 yards a reception when he's clearly, you know what I mean, can be used definitely doing that." But that's a Pittsburgh, so who knows a Pittsburgh?
Well, they're a run first team all day, bro. So that's probably
why. You got a bunch of receivers. You got Jude, a bunch of receivers out there. So I think he fell in the depth chart.
Maybe they
he's more of a special teams, right?
Yeah, he's
more as a special teams guy.
He made his money. He's return man.
His thing I think was the fumbles. I think he got a little fumbleitis.
Okay.
Really?
He's got a little fumbleitis disease there. So, and he did fumble. He did fumble one time during the Green Bay game. I know he fumbled. So I think that's probably
that could be why they didn't throw him the ball much. That's true. Yeah.
So
can't hang on to it. They ain't gonna throw it to you. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like I don't know why you can't use him more in the receiving shit because like we've seen he gets open. Fuck when Sudafed came in and his first pass, it was fucking even though
nobody caught that, bro. Nobody caught that. What the fuck, Sudafed? Really?
Sudafed. Need a Sudafed for my headache.
Giving out headaches.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So,
but all of a sudden the game went up.
God damn it.
His game did go up. Both Danny Gray and what's the name game went up when
Gray's a fucking burner. So if there might be saving grace for fucking Trey Lance to at least look remotely fucking what everyone thinks he should fucking look like, it could be Danny Gray. You know what I mean? Because you put him in the slot. I mean, ain't no one fucking covering that fucking dude. Even on the outside.
Nobody's gonna be able to pick him up. That dude's that fast.
Yeah.
So I'd say those are the 5. I don't think anybody else. I mean, we already. I was wondering if we were going to keep 3 tight ends or 4 tight ends, and we already got rid of Hudson, which was kind of sad because Tanner Hudson looked pretty damn decent. I like him a little more than I like Dwelly. Dwelly definitely just got sure ass hands. I ain't gonna lie about that, but as far as game breaker or anything else like that, it's not really working with him. We already know how they feel about Warner and his blocking skills, so he's not going anywhere. And Big Daddy GK obviously is going nowhere. You know what I mean? So,
But we need more of a receiving threat, though. Like, all these blocking tight ends are fucking nice and everything, but we need someone else to open up the middle of the field with fucking Kittle. Like,
and that's why I'm upset.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it looks like he's that guy.
Sure, because when we have fucking Delaney and fucking Vernon, that was a motherfucker right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, liquid poison. Yeah,
true.
If we have another version of that, that'd be fucking.
Yeah. It would have been nice to have Hudson for that because Dwelly's not that guy. He's not gonna, you know what I mean. He's had good games. He's done good things. You know what I mean. He has sure hands, but he's not gonna be the dude that's gonna catch the ball and then go, you know what I mean, take it off. You know
like
what I
we
mean?
would have George Kittle and the Kyle Pitts. Like that shit would have been fire.
That would have been fucking crazy, dude. That would have been really nuts right there. Because Pitts looks good as a blocker too.
I can't even hear you.
Let's move on.
There you go. There you go.
Let's move on to Womack's favorite subject for the last few years.
Oh,
Jimmy G.
There he is.
Jimmy G. Now the latest rumor is he's going to Seattle. I'm not gonna believe anything until I see it at this point. But
well,
I don't fear this. We talked about this a little bit on the pre-show. We don't fear Jimmy going to Seattle at all. I don't give a fuck. Let him go to Seattle. They're still gonna win 7 games max with Jimmy at quarterback.
They're just desperate to get a fucking pick for whatever reason. It could have worked if he didn't have the fucking surgery, but now they did. Just cut the fucking losses and let.
I said the same exact thing a few minutes ago before we went on live. It's just the stubbornness of trying to get something out of him.
Yeah, and like you already got your back. Like you gave up a second rounder for the motherfucker, and you took it to the Super Bowl and a championship. Like you can't you ain't gonna really get that much out of second rounders for anything. So he pretty much surpassed his value for what we gave up for him. Now, whatever you want to get in return, like you think, you should just took that first second round. They wanted 2 seconds or maybe a first. They just wanted so much goofy fucking shit for the dude that really was unrealistic to fucking get for him.
I still think they got that 2 second rounder offer before he had the shoulder surgery, and they thought to themselves,
I don't believe there. I don't even believe there was an offer.
I believe they did.
I think there was an offer. Yeah, I think
greedy.
There would have been plenty of offers.
We're gonna stand pat, waiting for a first round pick, and then he got his fucking shoulder fucking surgery, and then that all went away. That's what I think.
I stand by my shit. He was never gonna get more than a third for him.
Nah, there was teams getting.
I think we would.
You see what the fuck they give up for Wentz? Like, didn't Wentz get a fucking second?
That shows you what they think of Jimmy.
Yeah, but that was before. That was after Jimmy had the surgery.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, there was a market for
Wentz had fucking 1 million surgeries, and they still went from got his ass.
Yeah, but he didn't have surgery like immediately before the season, like right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
I think he did, didn't he, last year?
No, because he was out.
He's always been fucked up.
Yeah, but he was gone for the whole year, and then he went through everything and then came back. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's shit was a little more tricky because he had that capsule fucked up, and then he wanted to get,
What's up, vet?
All that shit. What's up with the vet? But
they were never offered 2 seconds.
I don't know, vet. I think they were offered 2 seconds, and then they stood pat for a first, and they didn't get that shit because his dumbass decided I want to get a shoulder surgery.
Even if it wasn't 2 seconds, even just 1 second, I'd have fucking
even
took
just
that.
one. Yeah,
I'd have took that. That's what I'm saying. That's where they fucking.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was offered, man. I think they're just blowing smoke with that shit.
Nah,
stubbornness and greediness is what fucked them up. In this,
so what threw me off?
Fucking them up.
What threw me off with this whole fucking shit was you've heard so much about his fucking thumb, and you didn't really hear nothing about his shoulder. Even when he injured it, you didn't hear shit about his fucking shoulder. And I thought he was gonna have thumb surgery. I was like, okay, well, he's probably gonna fucking get that tendon fucking tightened up or whatever the fuck it was. And then that's just going to be that. But since it was a shoulder, it was like, oh, okay. And your right shoulder at that, that's your throwing shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at in the history, you had an ACL, you had the fucking ankle, and then you come back with the fucking shoulder surgery. That's what, that's ultimately what the fuck happened. Like, teams were like, nah, like, well, this dude's got all these surgeries. Like, fuck that.
Nah, because Wentz, they went after Wentz, and he had more shit than Jimmy. So don't use that shit.
Wentz had a fucking.
Wentz had some fucked up shit, man.
Wentz had an ACL. Wentz had an ACL, and that was
other shit too. It wasn't just the ACL.
Well, he had a knee, but that knee didn't
clear.
Hold up, let me get this shit.
He got cleared before he came back.
Yeah, that knee didn't. Yeah, he got injured. I think I injured or he had some surgery, but he was already back before.
Well, one more point.
And even this year, the fucking
hold up.
Redskins traded for him.
One more point to that right there. Has Jimmy ever had an MVP season?
No,
never.
No,
not even close.
So people are going to give Wentz a little bit more love because he did have that lone MVP season. You know what I'm saying?
And he throws the deep ball.
Well,
and his arm has never been an issue.
Well, he was on the verge of having an MVP season.
He got league MVP that year, didn't he?
No, he didn't get it because he got hurt. He got fucked up like right before.
He got hurt
right before the playoffs, and that's when Nick.
When Nick took over,
right? It was like the 13. Was it like 13? Okay, was it like the 13 games or something like that?
But he would have got it. Had he stayed healthy, he would have got MVP.
Okay,
for sure.
So
he was putting up.
Jimmy has never touched those heights.
That cost me a fantasy football ring.
You know what I mean? Jimmy's never touched those heights. So with that just being said, and that alone, they're going to give him a lot more love than they're going to give Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
And the arm strength that's a big factor.
The arm strength for real. You know what I mean? And and all that. But
I would give Jimmy a better leader though. I would say he's a better leader than Wentz.
Well, because he's get guys to buy into what he's talking, so for sure. But he's not.
Nobody like Wentz from what
2 out of 4 years that this motherfucker was with us, man. You know what I mean? He lost 2. You know what I mean? So. It's like they're not going to really be quick to be like, hey, let's give this guy a shot just because his shoulder's healed now. Mm-hmm. They're going to go looking at Wentz and be like, well, maybe he can recapture that form.
And the money, too. The money. That's what I was trying to tell Womack that whole time is nobody's paying this dude.
Yeah, but
he's 30 years old and he's 25 million.
Because the money, after he signed his shit, like, look at the quarterbacks who fucking signed their fucking contracts.
Then how come ain't nobody interested in this dude?
Because the motherfucker was injured. And they was trusting the fucking shoulder. No one's trusting
and
the
it's
fucking
throwing shoulder, bro.
Shit. Yeah,
that shit. You know how that goes, bro. They're not going to give you no love.
The injury history, which they shouldn't. I mean, if you look at it,
but he's been healthy for a couple weeks now. Ain't nobody fucking.
I know. Well, yeah, exactly. But
nobody believes it.
But once you got that fucking, once that shit's already attached, it was already attached to his ass. But
the only way you're gonna drum up any kind of interest in him is if you let him play this next game. and then everybody
I don't
sees
even
that
think
he's
that.
They ain't even
I
gonna do
doubt
that.
they
They
do it.
they'll know he's gonna get hurt or something.
Yeah, they ain't
They
gonna
ain't trying
do
to
it.
risk it.
That's
know?
all it is.
But
Yeah, I think that would have been smart too. I mean, why not let him play? I mean, shit, if you're gonna keep him on the roster anyway,
if you're
if you're
trying
gonna
to
get
get
stuck,
something,
if you're gonna cut him anyway, then
Yeah.
play him. Fuck it.
yeah,
well, they're not gonna give him no favors, especially when he fucking
exactly.
It ain't a favor though. It's helping us out because we're trying to shop his ass. It ain't a favor to him.
That's okay. So the favor would be to let him, if you're going to cut him, let him play so he can showcase what he still got and his arm still works. It would
That ain't even a
that
favor.
won't- that won't make
It's
sense.
beneficial for
it
the
would be
for the
beneficial
squad too.
for us to go ahead and let him play so they can see that his arm's healed, and then maybe we get an offer. I don't give a fuck.
That'd be the only reason. But let's say he gets in there and fucking boom, he gets whacked. Oh, injured, and then
But it don't
That's-
matter. You're gonna cut him
then you
anyway.
and then
You know?
everyone's.
If you're gonna
fucked
cut
off.
him, if you're gonna cut him anyway, then what's the
Might
fuck?
as well
What is
let
there
him
to
play.
lose?
Yeah.
But what? But what's the point? But if you're gonna cut him, why play him? What's
To
that
Play
show
gonna
off
do?
his
because
goods
it gives
to
you
the
an
NFL.
Show off
opportunity
his
to
goods for
not have
what?
to cut him. But
But
that
that's
gives
not
you
gonna
the
benefit
opportunity
you.
so you don't have to
Yeah,
cut him.
because you have
That's-
until September 10th to trade him. dickhead.
Okay,
What are you
but
talking about?
but like I'm saying, okay, if you're
What do you
looking for
mean,
the trade,
okay?
if you're looking for the trade and he plays and he gets injured, that's gonna fuck up your trade, and then it's
Yeah,
gonna fuck him
Well,
up.
obviously, there's
that's
no
the
trade
point, though.
materializing though. That's the point. Is there is no
Exactly.
trade
Okay, so then if you're gonna cut him, why play him if you're gonna cut him?
because
you're not
they're
trying to
because
cut him.
because right
You're-
now there's nothing there, so you're trying to drum up some interest. So that's
Yeah.
the best way to do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you're
agree.
playing the trade, but I'm saying if you're playing him just to cut him, why the fuck even playing
But
him?
we're
if you are
not.
gonna
I mean,
cut
we
him?
want to trade him, obviously, right? That's the
Right.
goal, I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is,
but I doubt it. I doubt
not
he's
gonna-
traded.
All right. So
I don't
what
know
I
what the fuck
said,
they're doing.
what
I
I said
can't
was
I
say
this.
don't know what the fuck
Guys
they're
are
doing.
doing.
Yeah, perfect.
What
that
I
sums
said
it
was
up
this.
perfectly. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. You're right.
This is what I said here. I said if you're gonna if you want to do him a favor, because everybody's talking about doing him favors, I said okay, well then you let him play so he can showcase to the league what you got still, and then you know what I'm saying then you cut him and he could find out who wants him. But at the same time, if you play him and you let people see what he still has, maybe somebody comes with the trade. You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying?
Yeah, that's
That's
the
what I
smartest
said.
thing to do at this
He gets
point.
whacked on his fucking newly constructed fucking
But
shoulder.
then
and now
that-
he
but
But
it
either
doesn't-
way,
By that-
you're
but
gonna cut him
hold
anyway.
Hold on. By
That'll
that time,
fuck
it
him off,
doesn't
though,
matter,
too.
bro. It doesn't matter because if that happens, who gives a shit? You're gonna
Womack's
cut
just
him
looking out for Jimmy's well-being. That's all he
You know what I'm
gives a
saying?
No, it's not even the well-being.
He doesn't want his
That'll
boo
fuck
getting hurt.
everybody up. So
What I'm saying, if he gets injured, it doesn't matter because it's house money.
just
See you
cut his
later.
ass now. I mean, just cut his ass now. Like, what difference is it gonna fucking make?
Because they're holding because they're being greedy as fuck and they're hoping for that
Yeah,
draft.
that's stupid. Yeah, but that's dumb.
They're hoping some other quarterback's gonna get injured in this last week of preseason
Exactly.
This fucking
or
last
training camp.
Yeah,
I mean, look, how
They have until
Yeah.
September 10th.
not,
That's
not-
technically when they have until. So
um,
even after the first week of football, they could somebody could get hurt and try to sign him real quick, make a trade
August.
for him.
oh, I don't know.
I'm
What do
shocked
you
the
mean,
Browns
don't know?
haven't. They must
say
really
August
believe in
30th.
Well, they
Brissett.
just don't want to see Jimmy gone. He's just
Yeah.
making. Oh, I
He
don't
can go.
know.
I said cut his ass. How did you say that? When I
Leave
just
him
said cut his
alone.
ass.
Leave him
I
alone.
did just say cut him.
I just said cut his ass. What the fuck does it mean?
And I doubt it.
Because you want him to go somewhere else. You're one of them dudes. Just happy. Go ahead, Leo.
I really
No,
doubt that
if-
Seattle
if we
trades
got
for him.
money, and if we don't use the money, we got rollover money.
Leo,
Fuck
finish
it.
talking, bro. Come on.
Cool. Well, it's a wall, actually. He's running point, right?
Yeah. Give me a
Go
pass.
ahead, Leo. Leo. We've heard enough out of him anyway.
Where does he go? Where do you think he ends up? Anybody?
Check it, that's Seattle.
I couldn't tell you at this point. I don't think he's going to.
No.
I think we would hang
Seattle's-
on to him just to spite Seattle, possibly. I don't know.
Where,
Are you
Leo?
talking to trade or after he gets cut?
Well, regardless,
If he gets
you
cut, they
think
might not
like,
even
hey,
cut
He
him.
gets cut.
Give me what you think. If we trade him, where do you go? If we cut him, where does he go?
If you
where
cut
does
him,
I'm not
he's
even
going
gonna do it,
somewhere.
man. I've been wrong so many times
If
this
you cut-
off season
if-
with him. I
If you
thought we
cut
would
him,
have been got rid of
if you
his
cut him, he's gonna go somewhere and be a bargain because now that 24 million ain't even gonna be a factor. He's
No,
more
it's
along
not.
lines
Yeah.
of fucking 10, 12, whatever, like half
Right.
of that, right?
Right.
So it's not even
Does
gonna
he
be
start?
18.
So there's no possibility we could restructure his contract. Why couldn't we just do
we could
that?
do a sign. We could do a sign and trade.
But he's
Oh, we
refusing.
did.
I'm
We-
guessing.
We could do a sign and trade. I think he has
we
to.
could do a sign and trade, and then
I mean,
figure
could we-
it out on that.
worst
He
comes
might
to
have
worst is
he
what
has to agree to
what
it,
I'm
I
saying
think.
is worst comes to worst, could we cut his salary and keep him as a backup?
I'm pretty sure we could
If
talk
he
to him
wants-
about a restructure, but it's only 1 year, so there's no really kicking the can down the road.
If he wanted to, he could. There's nothing to stop him from signing.
You'd
another
have
deal,
to
but-
you'd have
but
to
why
re-sign
wouldn't
him
you?
to
Yeah.
a new contract though. If you
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to
what
do
I'm
that.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Look
But
at it
you
like
just do
this.
it 1 year
1 year
deal.
now. You can't kick the can down the road.
Yeah.
What do you
Look at it like this. Okay, so I'm not going to get paid $24 million, right? Because you're not going to pay me $24 million, obviously. If I'm the Niner, right? I'm Jimmy the
Right.
Niner. Okay, you're not going to pay me $24 million. Am I willing to take, like I said, like 10 to? I mean, how much you willing to pay me to be a fucking backup? Like, what, 7, 8? Then I'm probably like, nah, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like,
Right.
I could probably get more somewhere else, maybe. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So that's just maybe.
I think he's in the
mean,
10 million range.
You're gonna take that gamble, yeah? You be in the 10
I
million.
think
For
he's
sure.
10 million range, maybe more, maybe 15.
So yeah, depending.
At this point, I would do that though. If that was something he'd be into, I'd pay him 10
If he
million.
wanted to do it, yeah, you could be like, you know what, fuck it. Like,
If there's a way to do it, I don't know
restructure my
if it
shit
technically
1 year.
there's a way to do it.
If he wants to say fuck it, because he's already got under 24 million now. Like I said, you get 2. I think. What is it? Right? You get 2, or he gets nothing if you cut him right now. I don't think he gets anything.
Nothing.
I don't think he gets anything, right?
Nothing.
He gets nothing.
So
it just it counts against us. It would be 26, and then we get 25 million afterwards.
I could either be a 10 million backup dollar, maybe, or I could be a no million free agent.
Well, no, isn't it something like 20 million and then 7 million after you get signed to another team, we would get back or something like that?
No,
I thought it was something like that. Yeah,
no, because there's this. The way it's set up now, it's like we cut him, and then it's nothing. The only reason they waited this long,
he still does get something.
No, he doesn't get anything.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't get anything. What it would be is, I think we owe him 20. We owe him 27 or something like that. If we cut him, we take a little bit of a cap hit of 1 point something. I think it is, because I always remember the number went down to 25.5. No, it goes down to 25.5. That's what it does. It goes to 25.5. I don't know. Okay. I don't think he gets any money. I just think it's a hit for some odd.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a hit on the cap.
Well, whatever.
And then we get that money back.
It's very light, whatever it is. It's like
no, my bad. He doesn't get money, but it's a hit on our cap.
Yeah.
But
and then when he signs with another team, and then when he signs on another team, then it comes back to us.
No,
I think we do get a draft pick.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man?
It does. If he signs with another team, how are we gonna pay his salary if we cut him and he's a free agent? But then we got to pick up a fucking tab if he signs with somewhere else. That don't make no sense.
No, I think
we don't pick up the tab. We're talking about cap space.
Right.
No,
but we don't get anything.
We don't get the full cap until he signs with another team.
Right, but I don't think
we get because if we cut him, no, we do. We don't get no draft pick. No, we don't get a draft pick, but we get. Whatever we were supposed to pay him is what we will be saving if we cut him. So
right, but minus like $1 million.
We get that. Yeah, probably.
I know we get a draft pick, a third rounder if he stays with the Niners. I know that.
Okay, so wait a minute. That's the one that I was shaky on. I didn't know. So we lost DJ and we got a draft pick out of that. Right?
Yeah, because
that's what happened. But so we declined to sign him and then he signed somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we would have got that draft pick if we would have cut him.
Because
that's what
that's the thing is he was already a free agent. Jimmy's not a free agent. He's still technically got 1 year left on his contract. So if we cut him, then we get no compensation because
that's what I was saying. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't clear on.
That's why that's why it didn't make no sense. This is why I think Nip was going. You know, I was actually going back for him, or like I was saying, I was like, don't make no sense to carry a 24 million backup just to get like a fucking comp third pick for next year. That wouldn't be because that pick ain't shit. Like, what the fuck you gonna get with that third round?
Well, you're gonna hurt yourself more keeping him than you are releasing him, in my opinion, just for that fucking pick.
Yeah. Unless you're willing to pay half his salary until a trade deadline, and maybe someone does get hurt, and then at that point you're only paying him like 15 million or 12,
it could be that's what they're thinking. It could be that's what they're thinking, holding on to him. I wouldn't doubt it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a long season, 17 games. Somebody might get injured. You know what I mean? Hopefully,
so he's just gonna pay this motherfucker like 13 million or whatever for 8 games just to fucking chill at home or hold the fucking clipboard.
I don't like it. I really don't. But if that's what they're talking about,
these guys are goofy.
With their thing,
but either way, if he goes to Seattle, I'm not scared of that team.
That'll be nah. I think if let's say the quarterback now that Deshaun Watson is out for 11 games, if his name doesn't do a good job, I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland comes down and says, you know what, we need a quarterback right now, and it'll be Jimmy. I think
I heard
maybe
they're not
so,
interested, and I said a while ago it's because they have Jacoby Brissett already on the roster.
They're not interested in $24 million in a trade, is what they're not interested in. But if that
That's half their
motherfucker
cap room.
but if that motherfucker
No,
gets
they
cut,
said
believe me,
well supposedly they already said even if he gets cut they weren't interested.
yeah, that's what they say. But
Right. Everybody
know,
changed
Because
I
it
can
comes
say-
down to Brissett against Jimmy, and I'd probably take Brissett at this point.
I ride fucking clouds to fucking work every morning. Like I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like that ain't.
Well, I mean, peep game. They were both on the same roster, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Brissett and Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Patriots.
So I mean, obviously they're more happy with Brissett than they are Jimmy. I mean, I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's definitely more of a winner than Brissett, but
Well, Brissett got more mobility.
He couldn't keep that. He couldn't keep that starting role, QB role in with the Colts. So,
right. I mean, but yeah, he might have more ability, but he's just as
Mobility,
yeah. But he's just as injury prone. So there's not much of it. You know what I mean? It's like apples and oranges with those two guys.
But they already got so much money invested quarterback. I don't know. I just don't see the Browns as an option.
Well, I mean, they do. They got $48 million. If they take Jimmy, that's $24 million. That's half their shit.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to do that.
Or you could wait for him to get cut and then sign up for, like we were saying, like fucking
they don't want him,
12, whatever.
Which is what I think everybody's just going to do. They're just going to wait
Yeah,
for the other
everyone's gonna wait.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking signs with Seattle. Seattle probably already knows. They're like, you know what?
Seattle makes the most sense for.
I think personally, I'm gonna be honest.
No O-line, no running backs.
Their wide receivers are built to go
ends
deep.
up back into the Patriots, dude.
Yeah.
I think he ends up.
Yeah,
if he gets cut,
I guess.
I see him going back to the Patriots and being Mac Jones, basically his backup, also mentor. You know what I'm saying? So I see that happening. Maybe for a year, and then he holds that clipboard maybe for a year, and then he goes somewhere else, tries to get a starting job.
I don't think Jimmy ever has any playoff success after this. This was his run. And that'll show you what it really was, that he was more the Mark Sanchez than anything else.
Mark Sanchez had better numbers in the playoffs.
He did. Shit on him.
Yep.
I posted a couple of weeks ago comparing him, Alex Smith, Cap, and Sanchez, and Jimmy's were the worst by far. And it wasn't even close.
The worst.
Jimmy's in between Mark Sanchez and Trent Dilfer, stat-wise in the playoffs.
Ouch.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
He hasn't performed well in the playoffs. That's when it counts. So, I mean,
true.
I know it hurts Womack's heart, but I mean, for the rest of us, it's time to move. But no, I mean, I just don't have any. A lot of these dudes on Facebook,
he was
these
Super Bowl
fans are
MVP
bitching like
up until that fourth quarter. Right, let's be realistic here, right?
What's happened? Say again.
I say he was Super Bowl MVP up until that fucking 6 minutes.
Nah, he wasn't getting Super Bowl MVP.
I don't know about Super Bowl MVP, but he was definitely good. He was Super Bowl MVP in that game.
He was Super Bowl MVP up until the last 6 minutes of that fucking game.
He would have.
He had
won that game.
He had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mahomes had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions in that.
Oh, you're talking about the bowl? Okay.
Yeah, the Super Bowl. He was MVP up until the last 6 minutes of that fucking game.
I don't know about that.
And then he turned into.
And then whatever. Yeah.
WVP, you know what I'm saying, bro? Because he couldn't hit a fucking broadside of a barn, dude, and that's sad.
Yeah,
that's really sad. I had high hopes for him in that game.
And what about this talk? I forgot about this too. About that Jimmy be no showing on off season. He just be disappearing off the fucking grid.
Be ghosting.
No, nobody can get in. He'd be ghosting the whole squad.
I heard about the ghost when they gave him 137.
Okay, so this came out in fucking. This happened in 2018. What year is it now?
Right.
No, but they're saying it's been every year. Everybody's just been quiet about it. So maybe he wasn't this leader. Everybody was.
Well, I mean that's that got.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Because he hosted. Dude, well, during COVID, he fucking gathered the fucking team for that shit that little throwing session, that practice session, right? He fucking organized that. He got everyone fucking in there and did that. So
he did that.
He ghosted people. I don't know, man. I'm good off that guy.
You don't ghost people. It's off season. Who gives a fuck what he does in the off season? Fuck porn stars.
Nobody else be ghosting them though. I mean, nobody else be doing that shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he
Brady does. Brady ghosted his squad.
He did that recently.
Heard he was on the Masked Singer. That was one of the rumors.
Yeah. Well, he said he wasn't, but we'll see.
Yeah, he can't come out and say I was on that shit. It's supposed to be a secret, but. All right, so Jimmy to Seattle. If it happens, I'm not scared. I don't think any of us are scared. Would you? Nobody fucking gives a fuck if he goes to Seattle.
No.
Rams, like I said, if he went to the Rams, I might be a little concerned. only
The only
because
reason,
McVay
like
could
I
scheme
said,
and he did shit with Goff.
the only reason I said that I would be a little worried is because he knows the playbook and if he goes to anybody within the division that could work against us. But I wouldn't be worried about him going under center and playing against us too much.
You just say blitz Trey, ain't shit. That's all you gotta fucking say.
Bring the heat.
Blitz ass.
You know, I mean,
blitz Trey and get bombed on for 75-yard TDs.
Man, he will not bomb. See his college tape, he wasn't bombing on nowhere in the blitz in his fucking college tape. He ain't gonna be bombing on nowhere in the NFL.
It ain't college no
on the
more.
blitz.
You see what he did at Green
I don't
Bay?
know about that, man. I just think personally, if you put Jimmy back there and any of those Cardinals, Rams, Seahawks, and with our pass rush, he's gonna cough
Especially
it
the
up.
Cards. Their O line is terrible.
Yeah.
They don't really have a star running back right now, so he can't lean on the running back. Can't lean on the running game.
Too much firepower on that D line, dude.
The defense wouldn't be there. It would be a recipe for disaster, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going like 5-12.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
But
it's not like we had the greatest of fucking
die, blood. He'll fucking die in Seattle. He'll die.
It's not like we had the greatest of fucking O-lines.
But he has nothing there. The receivers that he has are built for deep passes. DK Metcalf is built for the bomb.
Exactly.
Tyler Lockett as well. Mm-hmm. They don't have that running back to lean on. They really don't have a running back. Rashad Penny's going to start.
Yeah.
Rashad Penny and
no
he's
lackluster. Not bad. They got Noah Fant.
I don't see anybody helping him out, dude. On the for real, he goes to any team other than us.
And he don't have that defense to lean on either. He won't have that defense to lean on.
No. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, Max, if you want to be Mr.
Down, yes.
How many wins do they get if Jimmy G goes to Seattle right now?
If he goes to Seattle,
I say 5.
No, he probably.
Here we go.
He probably get like 8, 7, 8.
But Jimmy's gonna be hella bombing to catch up when they're down 21. Hell,
I get like 7, 8 wins.
Bro, none of them teams have a running back that you can even really say could do much. Maybe the Rams, but you know what I'm saying. What's Connor gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Connor didn't even make fucking 800 yards last year.
Connor shredded the fuck out of us. I tell you that. Supposedly best defense. They ran through the fuck. Have you watched that fucking? I rewatched that fucking game.
His defense better than last year.
That dude fucked us up. That whole offense fucked our defense up.
Which game?
The Arizona.
Okay, so the reason that shit went down, we was missing people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were.
Yeah, defense was kind of hurt, I think.
What's the name? Wasn't even playing Greenlaw.
No, Kittle wasn't gone.
We had a patch.
Kinlaw.
You know what I mean?
He said Kinlaw.
Oh, Kinlaw.
Yeah.
Well, didn't make no fucking difference.
No, bro.
Better than and we're down hella points, hella early too.
Was not making no
I'm just saying. Look, we were missing too many people in that game, and
no, we weren't. We had everyone in that game.
Trey didn't get blown up by 30
points. We had all 3
of
our linebackers.
We did.
Trey didn't get blown up by 30 points against the Cardinals.
We had Aziz, we had Warner, and we had fucking
Greenlaw was hurt.
He wasn't back.
Maybe.
Huh? Greenlaw didn't come back to the last 2 games of the season, bro.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean?
Okay, 2 out of 3. Still
and then
our might barely be watching games.
Quarterback system and all that.
Yeah, well, I know that he ran.
And we had Jimmy G at quarterback that game too.
I know. Yeah, which he had fucking. Yeah,
when Trey played, they only lost by 7, but you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See, let's say Seattle's down.
What happened at the
2
goal line
touchdowns.
that fucking game?
Jimmy's gonna be bombing it? Hell no.
Dude, Jimmy bombed the fucking Ayuk. What happened? Ayuk fumbled. Jimmy fucking threw it to Kittle. What happened? Kittle fumbled. Like I don't understand.
Because I bet it was
didn't have a lot of help a lot of times. I will say that Jimmy did the same thing what you could be said with CJ Beathard. They were both plagued by drops in their whole fucking career with us. You know what I'm saying?
But also the accuracy led to some of them drops, though.
True.
Inaccuracy.
True, but not always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not always. Not always.
So I mean, sometimes, bro, they had their hands on it, but it's just I don't know. All I know is
Trey's gonna eat week 1 and set the stage for the rest of the year.
Oh, against the Bears? Oh, okay, yeah, good. You take the Bears all you want. You can give them the Bears. Go ahead. The fucking nothing ass fucking team. You go right ahead and fucking do that. Give them that.
Yeah, the Bears are terrible. If we don't win that game, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's not good.
My head.
Yeah. I don't know what the first 4. I would say we're 3-1 personally.
I think I said 4-0. I liked all the matchups.
I don't know. We got fucking them in Seattle, Chicago and Seattle first 2.
That should be 2 wins.
You can give them 2-0 for that. I can see that.
And then what do we got after that?
I thought we got Green
Denver.
Bay. One of them.
That's an L.
Denver. No, I will beat Denver. I think
Denver's an L.
I don't see why.
Denver's an L, dude.
Is it Denver and Green Bay?
It's Denver. I don't know about Green. It might be the Rams after that.
Because Denver's defense.
You're right. It is the Rams.
Denver's defense ain't bad at all. They got Chubb back.
Chubb
They
can never
got-
stay healthy, man. Hey.
Yeah, but it's only week 2. He ain't gonna get injured fucking week 1.
Yeah, but you know what?
Their
Don't
defense don't
forget,
scare me.
They
got
signed
decent-
Tom
They got
Compton.
decent corners. They got a good safety.
Don't they got a new defensive coordinator? Fangio dipped on him, didn't he?
Yeah, Banjo's like consulting with us or something like
Yeah.
that. But they did sign Tom Compton, so that's a leaky gut right there on the outside. So, and he's starting.
Well, Russell didn't have shit with Seattle. He beat us fucking twice. That's all I'm saying.
No, he had a receiver.
Kryptonite Russell. We got the Russell kryptonite.
Yeah, but he might not have that same mystique over there.
I don't know.
He might not.
But we can put some wings on that one, Womack.
He might not have the mystique with Denver, but he got the mystique against us.
We could put some wings on that, Womack.
I mean, that motherfucker is 19.
Because he's in a different place though now. You know what I mean? So the scenery might have fucked him up. You know what I mean? We'll see. Because he's not in what's the name, Seattle no more. Now he's in Mile High. So
we still can't shake him. We got to play him one more time.
And even then, he was like, he was falling
I'm not worried
end of the
about
year.
him. Not at all.
He was
Not
falling
now.
the
Not now. The only reason I say that is because our defense got that much better.
Yeah, because you got Bosa, and then you're gonna have Drake Jackson. That's gonna keep him contained
But
already.
our defense can't handle these running quarterbacks. They never have been able to.
No.
But that's why we got Bosa.
You will now. What's the difference? We only got a corner.
I just told you,
we got the best
Drake Jackson, and your boy.
We've got the best linebacker core in the league.
We got Kerry Hyder last time, and all the
no. We got the best linebacker core in the league. We've got how many
really not.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely updid the secondary, which was major for us. So I think
we got one corner. The secondary is the same. We got one corner.
No. We you know what I'm saying? We got one corner, and
we got Charvarius. We got Verbeck.
E-Man's coming into his own like crazy.
We got Womack.
Well, we had him last time.
You know what I'm saying?
We got Womack.
Put the Womack on
the
him.
third. You know what I'm saying?
The Womack.
That's 3 right there. How many new cornerbacks you want? That's 3 right there.
Yep.
I mean, would you say Womack is better than fucking Shark?
I wouldn't say, but I would say he has fresher legs. He has fresher legs, and he's going to be able to go longer.
Fresher legs, but he ain't. Yeah, but he ain't.
We'll see about that.
I don't know what this dude's problem is. It's like he just wants Trey to lose. That's why he's saying all this.
I want Trey to lose. I want us to win, but I just know what Trey is. Trey is not that fucking dude. That's all I'm saying. I've been telling you that.
Put it this way.
Shut up.
With what we got going on in the DNs, and if Kinlaw is healthy, that shit's just gonna fuck everything up.
Well, we had 2 years of maybe Kinlaw.
And Drake Jackson too. Don't forget Drake Jackson in the mix.
That's what I'm saying. Drake Jackson.
Omenehu's gonna step up. We still got
Drake Jackson and Bosa are the bookends on each end, so they're gonna keep contain on Russell.
I hope so.
Bring Kerry Hyder back. You know what I mean? I mean, all these guys, dude. This
guy was never this negative when Jimmy was around. I'll tell you that.
This is probably the deepest DN group we got.
Our fucking defense was,
Givens is looking better. Happening. All these guys are trending up, man.
Running quarterbacks. You want to take a look at our fucking stats against the running quarterbacks? You want to see?
But that's in the past. You telling me you don't think Drake Jackson is going to be a factor in preventing some of that shit?
He could be.
And Kerry Hyder and Omenehu.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. Jordan Willis
and who? And who?
Now you're just trying to be funny. Get on out of here. Get on.
No. Put him on mute.
I mean, Omenehu's he fucking that was a good addition for us.
I'm ready to ban this guy. I'm ready to ban him.
He's banned on Twitter already. This guy be getting in the hell of fucking Twitter fights.
Well,
people
are keyboard tough guy, aren't you?
I think our defense
these motherfuckers.
I got a good feeling about this year. Period. I got a good feeling about the defense too deep.
Defensively,
I say 13-4.
I mean,
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I'll go with that.
You still tripping on that shit. But defensively,
on the back of the defense mostly, not the offense.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think we're for sure better.
We're gonna hurt some people this year with that.
And offensively, we're gonna be better too because we're gonna be able to spread the field out. We're gonna be, you're not gonna be. You already seen it. The 76-yard passes. That's what they got to look out for now.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be playing against fucking backups. We playing against fucking motherfuckers, and he's gonna be playing against defenses that are actually fucking good this time around, year round. Don't think our fucking schedule is fucking cake. Schedule is fucking hard.
Yeah, it's a bad schedule. I agree. The schedule's tough.
It's hard.
Trey gonna be just fine. He ain't gonna be setting the world on fire, but he's gonna be a step up above Jimmy. That's my point.
They're gonna be setting his ass on fire. That's what the fuck gonna happen. Watch.
He ain't gonna be MVP candidate, but he'll be a solid QB for sure.
I doubt he gets sacked as much as Jimmy does.
I don't know.
And he's gonna have that escapability.
He already
rushing TDs.
He's more mobile than What's already?
He already had 2 injuries last year.
Than Jimmy already, lad.
He already had 2 injuries
like a
last year.
Statue
One of them injuries was a fluke, finger break. Like that's just a fluke. And that ain't gonna. If Jimmy wasn't on the roster, that he would have played through that shit. I guarantee it.
And he's sliding now. He's learning how to slide.
Yeah, he better fucking slide.
Man,
this guy's just a negative Nancy.
Good with him learning how to slide. If he gets
he better be instead of trying to chuck these fucking linemen. That's how he got his fucking knee broke last time.
He's learning, bro. Your scoring system for Trey is so fucking hard. Like you didn't have any of this animosity towards Jimmy when he was fucking up shit. You didn't score him that way. You had so much leeway for this dude.
Did we give up fucking 3 first rounders and fucking all this?
Okay, but is this dude a second year QB who's only played 2 games and you're acting like he's supposed to be league MVP already? Why but you never held Jimmy to this standard. That's what I don't get. You never held Jimmy to any of these standards. He could do no harm in your eyes, bro.
Super Bowl and the fucking championship. What you mean?
But Jimmy was never the catalyst. All right, I'm not gonna get into this shit again.
Well, but I'm gonna say this.
This is like from last 7, 8 episodes.
Trey's a 1 year wonder fucking quarterback. You know who else is a 1 year wonder? Trubisky. What did Trubisky do? Not a motherfucking thing.
No, he didn't. But there's a major difference with that guy. But I'm not gonna just trash on what's the names right now because Trey. I think his intangibles way exceed Trubisky. They are close. They are on the same page when it comes to the starting time. I will say that with that. You know what I'm saying? But Trubisky got thrown right in there. And then with the Bears too, bro. So, you know what I mean? It's a very different situation. You know, he didn't get
There's been plenty of one year starting quarterbacks that did good.
And then he got thrown in with one of the worst teams.
1 year wonder in college? Who?
You know?
There's been plenty. I'm not gonna go through a whole
list.
We're
talking about all these quarterbacks from small schools. At least McNair had 3 years in. At least fucking.
But there has been successful 1 year starting quarterbacks. Well, man, come on, let's not be stupid.
Name one.
I'm not gonna go through a whole fucking list, man. I'm not trying to be up all night.
One. Who? Mark Sanchez.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is a 1 year starter.
He wasn't great, but he did pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? He won some games. I gotta give him that. It was more the system than him, but still, he did what he had to do. You know what I mean? So, but that's what I'm saying. With Trubisky, they both only had 1 year under their belt when they came from college. But Trey came here to a stable organization that's actually trying to do certain shit to help him get better. And Trubisky went to the Bears, and we don't even need to say, how bad that.
Well, Trey's still not accurate. Trey still ain't gonna be.
Yeah, his accuracy got a little better. He does float shit from time to time, but it's gotten better, bro. You see it in them games.
Still around 55%. Like it didn't.
Nah, I wouldn't give him that much. You got to give him at least 60, bro. You know what I mean?
He didn't even get 60.
He
got it. Even in games.
Cam Newton is a 1 year starter. League MVP. I'd say that's successful.
Yep.
In Auburn.
Yeah.
But one reason to throw you, did he win the Super Bowl? I mean, that's his but did he win the Super Bowl?
Was Cam playing in division? Was Cam playing for the Bisons or was he playing for Auburn, who plays fucking powerhouses?
You're just gonna nitpick, but I mean, you said you didn't specify that a minute ago.
Well, he was.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it going.
Well, no, he was. And what's the name? He went to 2A, and then he got back to D1, and he won a title with Auburn. And then he came up. And then he did pretty damn good with Carolina in his first year. So, he
played a full season in D2 before moving to Auburn?
I think he did, didn't he? Did he win a title down there too?
Oh, so that's 2 years.
He may have, yeah.
Oh, so that's 2 years.
I think he won a title down there too.
2 years experience. Oh, at least that. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, Trey Lance did win a title in the first year at
Dakota.
North Dakota State, right? Yeah.
He would have won 2 if he went back. If he would have went back, he would have won 2.
It was for COVID.
Good point, Vet. I agree. I've already said Jimmy G.
Butler at Nicholls State and Youngstown State. Yeah, Trey did awesome playing those scrub ass fucking lummy teams. That's good.
All right, man. You're gonna be singing a different tune by like week 6, I would say.
We'll see. I'll sing that tune.
But I just wish you had that same energy for Jimmy
ain't
because he was
singing
never this hard
shit.
scoring.
Well, Jimmy wasn't expected to do anything.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. Now we traded
After that
Jimmy
first year
wasn't
when he won them 5 games, he was expected to be the savior.
What do you
Yes,
think?
he
Jimmy
was.
was expected to be the starting quarterback. Yes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and he was 2-1 that year, going in before he got
I
injured.
can't agree with that. He wasn't supposed to do anything, bro. I mean, we wouldn't have traded a second round pick to him for him.
He was a second rounder. He was just a fucking guy that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, we brought him in to be the guy.
Yeah, he was a 1 year wonder, exactly. But he was at
He
where?
was a 1 year wonder. I agree. But
He was at where? But where was he at though? Who'd he play? Where was he at?
The most easiest college team ever.
AD says
Mac
give that
Jones.
energy.
Oh, don't worry.
He was Alabama, yeah.
You're like
Tell him,
Captain
mate.
America,
Tell him,
baby. I
mate,
can
D.
do this all day.
Tell him,
Yeah, he was at where? He was at where?
He was Bama.
Oh, he's at Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Mac Jones at Bama.
Did he play against
Which
Michigan State?
Didn't he have his
And
old?
fucking-
He had
Come
his
on,
old.
don't
Josh
start with
Allen,
that.
And-
dude.
Don't even start with that,
Josh-
bro, because you know
Did he play?
Saban loves to load his schedule with scrub ass teams, bro. Don't even go there. With
Okay, well,
mean?
Josh Allen was
that's
playing
a
for
perfect-
Wyoming. I wouldn't say he was playing any world beaters.
And how many years did he play at Wyoming?
What does that matter? You're bringing up shit
He
that don't
has
matter, though,
fucking
bro.
experience. He has more than 1 year fucking experience playing.
Well, that's what I like about Purdy. But you were saying Purdy is in shit. And he's a
Iowa
4 year
State.
starter.
Womack, you are
Yep.
not allowed to change up on Trey when he starts balling.
Oh, I
Yeah.
won't. Believe me. When?
Stop.
If. Change out when for if.
I just don't get. We've never got a real answer on where the hate comes from.
How many times I gotta explain this shit to you?
You already
The
said
motherfucker
that
had
he doesn't
played
have
against
experience.
no competition. The motherfucker was never fucking
experience.
challenged. He's never had to make difficult throws. He didn't play against no fucking buddy. The motherfucker's inaccurate. He was playing against fucking scrubs. He was pretty much running over fucking clowns, and like the team was like the cream of the crop in Division II against
The
fucking
bitterness comes from he's
Yeah.
surpassing Jimmy.
I'm
That's what
giving
pissed
you
him
all
off.
these reasons. What's the bitterness? I'm giving you logical reasons why this motherfucker. I don't
You
think he's
act
that
like
good.
Jimmy G is Joe Montana, bro. That's how
I'm
you
surprised
act.
Womack hasn't said I got more experience than fucking Trey
talk-
Lance in high school.
We talk about fuck. I'm telling you the reasons why I think this shit.
All right.
And you
Well,
act
All right,
like
let's
I
move
haven't
on.
said this.
We're gonna be here
Yeah,
all
I
night
haven't
if we
said
do this
shit.
shit. We'll do
I
it.
gotta be honest.
We're already,
Dude,
we're,
it's
we're,
fake.
yeah, we're already at 1 hour with this shit. We're already with 1 hour in this shit.
Whatever.
We'll save
we
this
got
never
a game
get back.
tomorrow. Well, we got a game tomorrow at the Texans. Whoop-de-doo. Good fucking warm-up game for Lance. He already beat those weak motherfuckers. So good for him.
Yeah, is he playing tomorrow?
Well, he does have
Do we any-
experience. Oh, okay.
He is
they
playing
said the
tomorrow.
starters are going to play at least a couple series.
I would
play
play
the
him the
first
first
half.
quarter at
Well,
least.
He should
Yeah,
play the
they're all
first
going to
half.
play. I think the first
Well,
quarter
maybe
they're all going to
first.
play because
Play the
Texans are
half.
talking about they're going to have their guys in for a while.
I think that Shanahan is just a little, worried because of the injury bug that we've had in the past 2 or 3
Couple
years.
Yeah.
We don't want Trey to hurt a pinky now.
Mhm.
So.
Mhm.
If he was hurt last year, he would have played. If Jimmy wasn't on the roster. But yeah,
you never beat him out.
all right. Anyway, I'm not going down that road, man. Cut the shenanigans. Niners versus Texans. This is
God.
preseason sucks. Preseason is worse than ever because now even less teams are playing their starters than before.
I just
So
don't
Unless
like
you
going
have
under,
these scrimmage games too.
I don't like
Saying
going
that these
undefeated
scrimmage games are
preseason.
more.
Yeah,
I'm going-
they just cut it to 2 games. Cut it to 2 games at this point. If people are going to rest their starters week 2 anyway, I mean, just make it 2 weeks.
Or
Make camp a little bit longer.
I thought that was the what's the name? That was the plan. That we were going to eventually go to 18-game schedule and only 2 preseason games.
That would be great.
I thought that was what was supposed to happen, right? I thought that was
Yeah,
the contract.
that's-
initially,
That is the
but
plan.
I
Yeah.
think they just wanted to see. But then if you do that, you got to at least fucking expand the roster to what, like fucking 90 players. or something?
They better at
35?
least let us expand the roster. People are going to be going down in an 18
That
game.
2 years makes a fucking difference.
It does. Fucking hell of one fucking difference. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they need to. If anything, you got to stretch that roster to at least 60 if you're going to do an 18-game season. 53, not a good idea.
And 2 bye weeks.
Yeah, but how many years did he play? He was a 3-year starter over there. Vet, that's what I'm trying to tell
Calm
you.
down, man. You got a lot of hostility again.
I'm just saying, like he was a 3-year starter over there. He
He
wasn't a one year wonder.
It's true. I mean, they're a
He
little
wasn't-
more polished the longer they stay. But the thing is, bro, not all of them that have all that experience pan out in the first place.
No, exactly.
And COVID
but
was a big
but at
factor
least-
in that. I mean, what the fuck? That shit That's what caused him to miss
we
that
didn't have
second
no
season.
training camp. We didn't have
played-
anything that
He
year.
played one game of fucking COVID and he looked fucking trash in that fucking game. So
Because it was COVID.
why does everyone want to compare Trey to fucking Josh Allen? Stop comparing.
I wonder
these
why.
motherfuckers.
Because they're
I'm
both
not doing
big,
that.
they're both mobile, and they both got strong
You know
arms.
how many big, mobile, strong arm motherfuckers fucking came and went?
Went to small schools. I mean,
Well,
what the
Josh
fuck else do
Allen
you
was
need?
shit when he first got in the league
Yeah.
too. Remember, niggas was
His
clowning
accuracy
on
was-
him.
10
Yeah, but
TDs
he was-
and 12 interceptions
He
his
was
first,
better, but he was better
first
coming
year.
out than fucking Trey was.
Yeah, it took him 2 years though, bro. You know what
No,
I'm
but
saying?
he was better coming out than fucking Trey was. Is what I'm
And he
saying.
was
I
still
don't
weak
know
his
about
first
that.
season.
He looked bad, dude.
10 TDs and
Yeah.
12 interceptions his first year as a starter. You think Trey's going to do better than that in his first
Yeah,
year
but
as a
who the
starter?
fuck the Bills
Wait,
had?
hey, hold up. Trey's already done better than that, and he only, what,
5
2
TDs,
games?
two interceptions.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
yeah.
here. Look, you guys let that shit skew you fucking first off. Let's just call for what it is. 3 touchdowns, fucking 2 interceptions. Let's call for what it is. Because that motherfucker didn't work for them fucking 2 touchdowns that he had at the
This
3-yard
guy likes
line
taking
and
TDs
the
away
fucking
from Trey.
5-yard
I
It
don't
line.
don't
understand
matter,
it.
bro. It
It
don't
does
matter where
fucking
he
matter. That
started,
motherfucker ain't-
bro.
Did
And
you
what
know
about the
Tampa Field?
and what
Okay,
about the
okay,
Jimmy
so
G
you're gonna
TD
you're gonna
in
take-
Chicago where Debo ran
Huh?
it 80 yards and it was a screen pass? You're going to take
Yeah,
that away
what
from
about
Jimmy?
it?
You taking that
Am I
away
gonna
from
take it
Jimmy?
away?
Because that was on Jimmy's stat right there. That's an 80-yard pass for Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
You don't like
So-
taking
Yeah,
away
pass.
Jimmy TDs though.
No. I'm
That's
just saying
fine. What
that's
about the
a
busted
stat.
play? Good.
You know what I mean? You're gonna take
Yeah,
that
you
away
did
from
that.
Jimmy because
just
or you're
like
gonna
okay,
take that away from Debo.
you can give that to fucking Debo, just like you give that busted play to fucking Debo to fucking Trey Lance against Seattle, where no one's covering the motherfucker. You just say, "Here you go, all right, thanks."
Right,
I'm
but
fucking
you're
But we
making
covered this
light of it
last
because
week.
it's the same
We covered this
situation.
last week though. When Jimmy had those wide open plays, he overthrows Juszczyk, whereas
he
Trey
missed
Lance,
one fucking play.
Trey Lance is hitting those.
One play. He hit that play before.
man loves
I
to
really
That's not
don't
the
like
first
this
time.
kid, bro, and it definitely shows because on the
For
real,
no reason
one
though. For
play.
no fucking reason.
But
I
what-
gave you
on
my
the real-
reasons. I gave
on
you
the
my
real,
reasons.
dog.
Because he has no experience.
No
Dude.
experience. He was never challenged.
No
fucking-
experience.
Yeah, what
played
rookie has
for
experience
North
coming in the
Dakota
NFL, bro?
State.
Oh,
You might as
man.
well
Exactly,
play
North Dakota State.
Antarctica. You
One
might as
fucking
well
year.
play in fucking
I agree, Vet.
Timbuktu. Didn't you?
You're right. You're right, Vet. I got you on that. I'm with you.
This is a different draft class.
Yeah, the draft class
I wasn't
actually.
even really into the draft this year.
I
for
wasn't
some reason,
happy
but-
with it initially, but it's looking like these guys are paying dividends.
Nah, like Burford was cool. Burford was a good. Even just looking at that, we needed linemen.
We
right?
did, but I just
Fucking Kentucky
initially
linemen.
I wasn't happy with what we did, bro. Ty Davis Price and all that, man. It just didn't.
I
seem-
was happy with that because we have all these skinny small backs, and yeah, but at least he played 3 years. We have all these skinny small backs who fucking got injured, and we finally had a fucking big back.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I wasn't objected to this.
There you go. No, this one's directed for you, Womack. Definitely not us.
Yeah. Well,
I'd actually give Alex the edge in this.
Okay, well, say
For
what you
sure.
want about Jimmy, but
Jeff
Jimmy
Garcia as well.
never hit one wide receiver for fucking 6 yards in the championship game. I'll just fucking say that.
I was looking at Jeff Garcia's stats the other night. He had a year with 32 TDs and like 4,500 yards passing.
Yep.
Yeah, look who we had. Fuck.
Who he had?
Fucking Owens,
Owens and Rice.
Owens.
Oh, Rice
That
was
was all
already pretty
Owens.
old.
Hurst, fucking running the fucking rock.
I mean, Jimmy had Debo, Kittle, Ayuk, and Mostert, and who else?
Yeah.
The Yak
Elijah.
brothers.
Ain't none of them fucking Owens though. Ain't none of them fucking Owens. And you want to talk about?
No, they're not Owens, but
Owens,
I would
yeah,
say
but he was
Debo,
fine.
They can
Debo,
bring up that
Debo
production.
Yak, Debo
And-
Yak wise is up there with Owens.
Oh yeah. Well, what did Garcia and Owens do?
I
What
don't
did they do
know.
in that championship?
But
game
Owens
against
was
the
getting
Giants?
like 10 up to
Garcia
like 10
threw
receptions a
the
game.
fucking ball another 5 yarder, and fucking Owens broke that shit for like 75 fucking yards.
But Garcia didn't have
the
that defense
championship
Jimmy
game.
had to lean on either, though.
Yeah. We had a defense, but it wasn't like that.
Defense was
Nowhere
decent.
near.
Nah.
Nah.
The defense was
Maybe
decent.
top
What?
15. Maybe top 15.
Well, fucking Andre Carter, fucking Julian Peterson, fucking who else did we fucking have that year?
Your
I
boy
meant
Mike
Plummer in the
Rose.
backfield. Come on, bro.
He was a Pro Bowler that year.
No,
01?
Really?
Yeah,
01? Fuck yeah, he
Before
was.
he got
Pro
exposed. Yeah,
bowler?
yeah. Before he got exposed,
Ever made the Pro Bowl.
in that fucking game too. That
And
Giants
after
exposed him.
that Giants game. It was all downhill after that shit.
Yep.
Jimmy said that.
Injury.
Nah, many times you gotta
Jimmy
say this?
sailed the pass, say it wide open in Dallas.
That was the wrong route. That wasn't even a fucking sail to pass.
Oh
He
my
cut fucking
God.
out, and then the motherfucker's supposed to go up.
Nah, dog, that was all Jimmy.
That's what.
That
No,
was
that
all Jimmy.
telling you,
Dog.
that
That was bad. That was. I mean, how you gonna lead him 3 yards to the left? You know what I'm saying? When
the pass was up. No, the pass was up, and he cut it out
because Jimmy got
This guy
experience.
sounds like Skip Bayless defending
Jimmy,
Tom Brady.
yeah.
This
That's
is
what it is.
Yeah, he wants to have remember, Jimmy has experience. That's why he gets a pass.
Damn.
It is.
Yeah, see, he just did.
Yeah. Who did he play at Central? He was Central Michigan or something, right? He was somewhere in Michigan.
He played at Lummi, Illinois Central.
Eastern Illinois.
Eastern Illinois. There you go.
Yeah, he was from a small school too, but Womack didn't have a problem with that. I called him out on that shit last week.
Yeah, I did. Okay, and did Jimmy win? And Jimmy still didn't win. I said, okay, case in point.
I'll say.
Who
Here
did he
goes.
play?
Case in point.
Who did he
play?
play?
No fucking buddy. He didn't play
We didn't
nobody.
have a problem with him. We didn't have a problem with him taking over.
And he also fucking.
He
And
was
he also
playing
fucking
Hofstra,
backed up.
Bowling Green.
Yeah, and he also
Miami
fucking
of
backed up by
Ohio.
fucking Brady.
Harry
and
Potter
came
League
in and won
teams.
5 games. So there you go.
Akron Zips.
He was playing Zach
Slytherin.
And he's a fucking second round pick. Did he fucking play fucking straight away?
But you had no problem when he took over. You didn't have no hate for him like
was
you have
playing
for
against
Trey.
Because he was already a
Dayton
fucking 4-year
Flyers.
player.
The Old
And we
Dominion
didn't have
Friars.
we didn't have no expectation of this motherfucker though. That's where you guys.
No.
Hell no.
You had
did
no
have
I'm not
expectations
buying
for
that
Jimmy G.
narrative. I'm not
I
buying
had
that.
expectations for Jimmy.
When he
Not
first
buying that
came here,
narrative.
you had expectations.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
him?
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
expectations.
with Jimmy.
Freaking
Yeah.
So you expected him to come in and fucking and play these fucking first 5 games and win all 5 games. You expected that? From
I
Jimmy?
didn't say that, but I expected him to be good.
nobody said
Okay,
that.
then.
But
that's what I'm
you
saying.
did
What
have
was your
expectations to
expectation?
uplift the franchise, dog.
And he did just that.
Oh, I never said he didn't.
He did
Because
that.
we weren't winning before he got here.
I did.
You know what I'm saying? We were not winning before he got here. So I got respect
There you
for him.
go.
But
Well, there
he's
you go.
not the end all be all, bro. And
I
I
used
do
to
I
have
never
a
said he
better
was.
season, 80.
I never said he was.
No, you didn't. But I said that. You know what I mean? So basically, this is what I got to say about him is that he's good to a point, bro. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the rest of that came from the team. You know what I mean? Now, I will say that because he's a great leader, that they played that much harder for him. And so, you know, with him being there, I mean, because you've seen
I
it.
don't even know if he was a great leader. He was
Beathard
okay.
and fucking and
Jimmy?
Well, everyone fucking said
Yeah.
that shit. Like,
with
About
Beathard
Jimmy?
and Mullins, I mean, shit, we weren't winning shit. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously, Jimmy
that's
was-
what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
gotta be.
I would say that
So it's
Jimmy
gotta
has
be
some
more than the
leadership
team.
skills, yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because
They
it's
built
gotta
that
be
core
more than-
up. They built that core up around that defense. Got
Okay.
way better that second year
Yeah.
Jimmy was there.
Okay, but that fucking So
And the run
2020.
game.
So 2020. So based on the defense, because our defense was what, like top 5.
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter who the fuck we had back then. We should have been in at least the fucking playoffs, right?
Right.
How'd that go with those scrub ass quarterbacks we have? If we could just put anyone back there.
Well, that's what I said. So
I didn't say you
I
put
mean,
anyone
with
back.
him
So there
being
you
I
go.
never
there,
said that.
he was a
So there you go.
stabilizing force.
So obviously, so Jimmy had to fucking at least do something.
He did.
Right?
I
Yeah,
ain't
he
never
was a
said
game
he had
manager.
to-
He was a
The
pretty
bare
decent
minimum,
game
Okay,
manager.
so everyone's downplaying. Oh well, Jimmy just had the defense in the run game, and anyone could have did
He
that.
did.
Shit. Well, not necessarily because we had 2 quarterbacks back there that didn't win fucking shit. What a
Yeah,
top
but
5
then-
But
defense.
those guys were bum fucking. Who wanted those guys?
Okay,
In?
but
Nobody
that's what
wanted
you
those
guys are
guys.
saying, that Jimmy's a bum QB, and he went
I
to
didn't
the
say he's a
fucking
bum.
Bills.
I said
nobody
he's-
said he was a bum. I didn't say he was a bum QB.
Okay. Oh,
I
so now he's
said-
not a bum. Okay, so now,
I said he's not the man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we
Yeah.
weren't doing any winning before he got there.
okay. I'm just
I
saying.
said he's an
well,
average quarterback. That's what
I'm
I
just saying.
said.
I said above average.
I
Let's
do
just say that.
personally, and I still personally think this, that last year, if you would have plugged in Trey, I still think we would have got farther,
I don't
or
think-
as
I think so, too.
close to
I
what
don't think
basically
so.
what Jimmy did.
I don't.
The only problem that I have with Jimmy is that when the playoffs came around, he just disappeared every time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You don't. I mean,
Cap-
it's great.
You look at Cap's numbers in the
Regular
playoffs, they
season guy.
shit on Jimmy's.
You know what I
Cap's
mean?
numbers in the playoffs shit on Jimmy's. I
It's
looked
great.
at it the other day.
It's great when you're a regular season quarterback, you know, and you do things. But you know what? Nobody really is going to give a shit about that because we saw that before in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
you all know.
Womack's
who
just
I'm
happy
talking
with the high completion percentage. You don't care about
about.
other stuff
It's
like
just-
playoff
Nah, but you
wins.
said, but you saying
Playoff
that-
wins,
you
nah,
can
don't
play-
matter.
When you say, oh well, it was the defense in the run game that took Jimmy. Well, okay, well if it
It
could
was.
take Jimmy, it could take
It
anybody.
was, bro.
So how
You're
come it
still in
didn't? So
denial
why?
about that?
So why didn't it take fucking Beathard or fucking Mullins?
The better
Because
question
those guys are
is
super
the
garbage.
better question is this. The
Make up
better
your fucking
question
mind.
is that, hold on, bro. The better
You're right.
question is this: why didn't it keep him propelling and win us a Super Bowl? because
Why
after
didn't
a
it?
while, that mediocre quarterback play caught up to us.
Yeah,
That's
that
just
or
facts.
you give up
Because
a
good
fucking,
teams are saying beat us with your arm, and he
you
could
give
never
up
do it.
you give up a 3rd and 15, a 45-yarder to a fucking
They want to
Patrick
carry a
Mahomes,
lot.
and then
Don't put
They
it on
want
the
Jimmy to
defense,
throw.
bro.
it was a
Don't
lot
put
of
it on the
defenses that
defense.
it was a lot of
You
defense
can't put
too.
either of those losses on the defense.
If you
dude.
want
Yeah,
to do
but
that,
what? You can't
if
put
you
none of
want
that
to
loss
do
on the
that,
defense.
if
Really?
you
Neither
want
one
to
of
use
them,
that
no.
narrative,
The
go
Super
ahead.
Bowl? Really?
And
You can't do
No.
that?
if you
Cannot
want,
put that on.
Was
no,
that
hold
Jimmy
on,
getting
bro.
smoked by Sammy Watkins?
Let him use that narrative. But if you're going to use that narrative, you got to use the other narrative that we got jobbed on calls, many of them. So if you're going to use that, you got to use that too. You know what I mean? Because
the first
got
8
soaked.
games of that fucking the first 8 games of that fucking season was against fucking trash ass fucking teams. So we basically got spotted 8 games. So was it really the fucking defense?
9? I thought it was 9-0.
8.
8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 of them are trashed. I think we played one good team in there.
Right. And that was the Seahawks.
Well, that was the first loss. Was the fucking
But
Seahawks.
We shouldn't have lost that game because
and
we
that
had
was
that.
overtime because they let Russell Wilson fucking get away, right? Because that Russell threw that fucking red zone pick. Remember with Greenlaw? Greenlaw took it back, and then whatever the fuck happened. And also, the fucking kicker missed 2 fucking field goals. That game should have fucking been over if we had the fucking kicker.
What's
Now,
AD
if
talking
Gold
about?
was there, we wouldn't have lost that
So
game.
there you go.
What's AD talking about? I disagree. Big money said no. That's why. In regards to what? Oh, because Womack's been talking about hella different shit. It's the Womack show.
Talk about whatever y'all talk about.
I don't know what.
Nah, you're dominating fucking.
You guys are asking me questions and telling you fucking
shit,
answers. I mean, there's a lot of
It
fucking
sounds like
factors.
you. It sounds like a
1 year
manager,
wonder.
like ready to hire
I'm
you. You got
telling you.
experience.
Okay,
You got
I got
experience.
you.
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Super
okay.
Bowl?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Big
Talking
Money
about the
said no,
calls.
we couldn't win. That's right. I agree. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. We can't be here all night.
They definitely were getting a lot of shit.
Let's get on this. Let's get off the football. We all want to see no injuries this week. That's the main goal. That's all.
Right. That's right.
Please.
Let's move on to some. Let's just touch on the main card, the main fight on the Usman.
Now
The
this shit
KO.
here.
Hey, you could talk a little bit about that.
Now this shit, yeah.
The
MMA,
I only
other-
saw
the other
I only saw
MMA
the
guy
card.
talk about this.
I never saw the what's the names? The prelims.
The fight before this was cold, though. I will fucking say.
Yeah,
that main card was good. That main card,
Yeah.
they had 4 finishes on that main card, or 3 finishes on that main card. It was good. It was definitely good. Honeysucker got fucking ran through. That was nasty. And then you had Pudilova put it down on Wanan with that elbow on the floor. And then you had Aldo. Now, see, Aldo kind of tripped me out, man, because he wasn't. And that's the last couple of things last couple of years. Well, for a few years now, he just hasn't had the killer instinct. He doesn't let his legs go.
He's old in UFC age, man. He's been through so many damn wars.
And that's the thing, I mean, but with this fight, the way he was looking, he just looked like after the first round, he just wasn't into it. You know what I mean? And that was kind of sad. But at least
Sarah's camp is Sarah's be training some salves though.
Right. Rob is definitely a strong dude. Don't get me wrong, but he could barely even couldn't even score a takedown. You know what I mean? So I just think Aldo's, basically to the point where he's just kind of bored with it all, even though he says
sorry, bro. Yeah, I agree. Womack needs a Jimmy. Like Rambo.
Have a fat head.
All right, Niner fans. It's Womack in the house. All right, let's not derail this too much.
What's the name though? The Rockhold Costa fight.
That shit was.
That was the fucking.
That was one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
And he was fucking cold too.
But man, that shit was creepy with that blood shit, man. He was doing too much.
He was rubbing all that shit in his face too.
That motherfucker was fucking like savage shit right there. You know what I mean? And then they quoted him as saying, "I wanted to show him that he was still a bitch and he was my bitch. That's why I was doing that shit to him." So that was pretty ill.
I tell you what, as gassed as that motherfucker was
monster.
Pulling fucking through,
dude.
Yeah.
And then he rocked him a few times, more than a few times, dude. But you could see that the age difference. Costa just had better conditioning.
Well, you said that too at the end. He was like, I'm just
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, he
old for
told me.
this
Yeah.
shit.
It hurt me to see him cry. But you don't get me wrong. Rockhold's an asshole, bro. Like on the for real, that dude's a jerk.
What did he have? Some kind of a controversy, right? What the fuck was it?
A controversy?
Yeah, I thought there was something out there. A while back. Maybe he was just a super dickhead, I guess. That's
all it is. He's just a jerk, dude, like to a lot of people. I mean, I never met the guy personally. You know what I'm saying? But in all the interviews and all the editorials and all that shit, dude, the guy's obviously very high on himself. And sometimes the shit he talks, it was just annoying. All the way even back to Strikeforce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I remember him in Elite XC, Strikeforce.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I remember that
He's
shit.
always had that, it is one thing to be confident, it's another thing to be cocky. You know what I'm saying? And then there's, the happy medium right in the middle. He's not in the middle. He's more towards the cockiness kind of thing. But I ain't gonna lie to you. It kind of made me feel a little bit like, damn, man, I ain't gonna watch this fucking. Because the one thing about him, he always fought hard. You know what I mean? But
that was an ill ass fight. That could be fight.
Yeah, I would give a vote. Yeah, that was one of the best fights I ever seen in my life.
As of right now, I mean, we still got quarter of the year to go, but that's on pace.
You knew he was tired. You knew he was done, but he just kept pushing through it. So I got to give him love for that. Now, main event. Ooh. Now I thought it was going the way I thought it was going. He was going to get wrestle fucked and chipped up in the on the feet, but then wrestled down again because I think Usman knew better because what I'm saying, Leon definitely had
lethal strike.
The way he did it, you know what I'm saying? It was
sneaky.
was slick because
Did you see the footage?
Yeah,
I watched
it.
They were showing that they had been working on that.
Yeah, they were drilling it the whole week. They must have saw something in the tape, you know what I mean? Because they drilled that hard. The thing is the way he pulled it off, how he just lifted his right hand. He didn't throw the right hand. He just lifted it up and then put the left hand and then pulled it away for the kick. Now, if he goes too far to the left, you know what I'm saying, he's just going to back away. If he goes too hard to the right with that left, you know what I'm saying, he just dodges the opposite direction. He had to have it perfect and almost in his face so much that he was concentrating only on that fist.
Pretty much, right, AD? Yeah.
And so when that happened, he was in no man's land when he got him to spin that. So, beautiful. And sneaking that kick up like that.
Well, let's just mention the fact, too, that was fucking Usman's first time getting fucking taken down also.
Yeah.
From what they were saying in there. So that was already oh, shit.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was first. Didn't Colby take him down?
No.
At some point in one of those two fights, he must.
No, they said that when they were like, that's his first time.
That was the first takedown that got landed on him. Yeah.
And that was
early in the fight. And I knew that was kind of like.
And that was a slick one, too. Because he kind of had him going back and then he just did that.
And he almost yoked him out. But did he just say about the bell?
Yeah.
No. I mean, he was wrestling with his arms. Like
he had his back. But he had his back, though.
Yeah, but he wasn't. But he didn't have enough to get it in because Usman had his hand that big. He wasn't,
Womack was watching UFC? Oh, shit.
I was. Indeed, I was.
That was definitely that was pretty
good fight to watch.
Great fight. I'm glad I watched it.
And that was a rematch. Now, what do you think? What do you think going forward with?
It's definitely gonna be a rubber. That's definitely gonna be a rubber.
I heard there's gonna be a 6-month suspension for that kick to the head, though.
Well, I mean, you figure camps are usually 3 months anyway. So
what kick to the head? What are you talking about?
That kick, not a suspension, but he's not going to be able to fight for 6 months because he got that brutal kick to the head.
They're probably
just call it a suspension, but it's just
to the jaw.
Yeah, they're probably going to call it, just to be nice. They'll probably call it probable concussion, so that they'll probably just sit him down for a little bit.
But that's all they got. Fuck.
I don't think that.
I'd like to see him get that Masvidal fight he wanted because they got so much beef.
I doubt that happens. Maz got 3 losses in a row, and he's coming.
Oh, we mentioned that last. Yeah, I remember last time we was on here a couple months ago. Yeah.
Everybody would be up in arms if he got that shit. I mean, be honest with you, the way he's been talking lately too, he's just been sounding like more and more of an idiot. I got to be honest with that.
That's what I want to see Leon whip his ass. Though. That's what I want.
Well, talking shit about DC and how he's been a has-been. It's like, yo, DC was a double champ, dude. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he was a champ in Strikeforce as well. But you had
never
been a
liked
champ.
Cormier anyway.
I mean, still compared to Masvidal, he's done fucking
Yeah.
pyramids more.
Masvidal has been
of course.
over. I've said this shit on this show. He's been overhyped.
I just think his mouth makes him sound just dumb sometimes.
Entertaining fighter to watch, but
yeah,
a lot of
But
motherfuckers like that, like O'Malley. I don't know, O'Malley be fucking running.
If you want to see Maz fight, he needs to fight Burns. That'll be a good
I would
fight.
like to see Masvidal and Conor. I think that's the fight to make. Two assholes who don't really belong in the limelight anyway, but can give you a good show.
make that
running
weight,
their
though.
mouth and shit.
You think they
Running
make
their
that
mouth
weight?
up into the press conference in the press conferences.
It'll be entertaining.
I don't think Conor makes that weight though.
Yeah,
They can make it happen. My point is they can make it happen in some way. They can do a catch weight if they have to.
They did a catch weight with the catch weight with Nate. One of them, I think it was 170 or something.
Dana smells that money. He'll make that fight happen.
Yeah, but I doubt that's a money fight right there, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that shit sells, bro. That's just gonna sell like
Good.
crazy.
I really don't see it.
Conor
They
alone
both
is gonna
got big
bring in
mouths,
hella.
so I understand what you're saying because they could both probably sell a fight, but
They're gonna be millions for Conor. And then you get a guy who can yap back and forth with him. I think that's just a recipe for big dough.
I mean, lately a lot of people are starting to get tired of his shit too, though. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that one.
I'm not saying make it a main event, but put it on a put it on the main card.
Because Conor's nothing but main event, dog. You know what I mean?
Think so? Yeah.
I mean, that's all he is a main eventer.
I know he's not, but I know.
No matter how many times he taps,
exactly.
I know what you're saying.
They're gonna definitely push him, because he's the cash cow. But I don't know. I say you'd probably get a way better fight if you put Maz versus Burns, because that's just gonna be a barn burner. Gilbert Burns does nothing but come.
Burns will fuck him up, dude. Burns will fucking KO his ass.
That would be a great fight, dude.
I want to see Kamzat versus Burns too. That was a classic too. That was
definitely a wonderful fight. You could even make the argument that Kamzat lost that fight.
I thought he did.
You could
close fight, but I would have gave it to Gilbert personally.
I would have too, personally. So that was pretty dope.
A couple days afterwards.
I didn't see the interview.
No.
I mean, what could you say after that? Like, yeah, I had him and I fucking went to sleep figuratively and literally. Like,
I got Usman in the rematch, but Edwards deserves a lot of respect.
Yep.
Edwards has been there for a while and he just never got the big shots.
And what it was because he was losing. Like, that motherfucker was damn. If that shit would have carried on for a little bit more, I mean, he would have lost that if it would have went to the.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's now on a 10-fight win streak.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leon is definitely.
But he had like some shit happen where he was supposed to get a fight with Masvidal. There was another fight that fell through for him. A couple fights fell through.
Maz waved him off. That's what it was. He was looking at bigger money fights, and I think he took the Diaz fight over Leon.
That was probably a good.
Yeah.
Nate should have went for that finish though instead of the talking.
I would have loved to see the fight, especially after he gave him the 3-piece in the soda. You know what I mean? When he was doing that interview, that would have been a great fight. I don't think that fight ever happens now because I don't think Maz strings together enough victories in order to get back to a title shot, especially a third one. You know what I mean?
Well, if Leon loses, then I could see it happening. I guess.
Well, that's a different story. Yeah. Now, if they do when they do the rematch, which is I believe it's going to be the immediate rematch with.
I don't think so. I think that suspension is going to get in the way.
No,
I think you could be looking at maybe.
He's going to give him an immediate. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Because I don't think they have to stay suspended for the full 6 months before they can start training. So if he has to stay out for 3
Leon
months,
might want to take a fight in between that though.
Oh, I don't know, but he's going to be an active champion. He did say that he wants to be an active champion.
Because this is the first time he ever been champion, right? I mean, has he been champion before this? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, so
maybe in another promotion.
So this is all. So when you top dog, trust me, like that, getting it's one thing. You know what I mean? It maybe is getting it to defending it because once you got to defend that shit, now it's So you're gonna see he could maybe just give it right back up. But I mean,
all right, I'm gonna speed it along here because it's getting a little late. We got a few more topics, so I'm gonna jump to the Usyk and Joshua. We can just cover that real quick. We got a comment here. Let's see what that's all about. AD Edwards was getting worked that entire fight. It was kind of first round. He took the first round.
No.
And he took Usman down, which I thought had happened, but they're saying it didn't happen. So that's impressive right there.
It was a hell of a rally.
And it just goes to show you.
And I could only
Edwards
find
always
Usman KO highlights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's how
Oh,
serious
fuck
that
yeah.
was.
All right,
Yeah.
so get into a little boxing real quick, just real quick. The
Still
fight of the
talking about
weekend.
this shit?
Payday,
Yeah. Usyk.
payday,
Usyk versus Joshua
payday,
too. Yeah. This guy got
payday.
That's it.
you got that political win. That's cool. That Ukraine shit.
Yeah, me and Womack called it too. Hey, it's freedom.
Should have took
Let's
the
go
bet, Womack.
Ukraine.
You would have won some money.
Yeah, but if I would have bet, you
He
motherfucker would
shook.
have
He
lost.
shook.
All right.
He didn't have experience. He didn't have an experience.
I still everybody says I'm crazy, but I still had Joshua winning that fight. I thought them body shots. I score
Really?
I score body shots.
Yeah.
I don't think judges do as much as they should. Usyk was landing more shots, but they were not hard shots at all. Not until 10th, 11th, 12th. That was definitely a clean sweep for Usyk. He definitely dominated the fight after the ninth. But I thought from rounds 1 through 9, I thought Joshua was boxing effectively, especially the first 3 rounds. I gave him to Joshua. He had great movement, but his downfall was he has no gas tank. He has no
Stamina.
cardio
Mhm.
because once he stopped, and that was around.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose Usyk over Joshua, because I was even saying, I was like, I don't know, he don't carry that weight.
Stamina.
Like,
I mean,
Nah,
he
he
looked
looked better this
impressive.
fight though.
I mean,
He gassed around.
yeah, I would say that
9 maybe
6, 7.
after the 9th.
I would say 7th.
But his movement, if you notice, he stopped following Usyk around when he was moving. In the first like 5-6 rounds, he was shadowing him a little bit. He was a moving target as well. Whereas the first fight, he was more stiff. He was an aggressor early on. He was boxing brilliantly for the first 3 rounds, and then I think like couple of the mid rounds, the announcers were just slurping Usyk, in my opinion, a little bit too much.
what's his new hair?
No, I mean he was doing his thing, but he wasn't landing no powerful shot. I thought Joshua was landing the more powerful shots. Now I can't say it was a robbery because it was a close fight, but I had Joshua winning 115, 113. I'm in the minority, I know that, but I thought those body shots were really effective. He was visibly hurting Usyk.
Yeah, that's something that
he was
do
rocking
in the first
him.
fight was the buddy with the body shots.
He was rocking him to the body. In the 9th, he almost got him out of there. I don't even think that was a low blow, and he got a little bit of rest on that too. That was kind of some bullshit in my opinion. But Usyk did. I give Usyk props because championship rounds he stood up and he basically took it because Joshua was gassed 10, 11, and 12. But if you ask me, I think Tyson Fury schools Usyk, and I think even Wilder has the ability he could possibly beat Usyk.
Yeah, I think
with the KO.
What the Usyk is that he has his footwork. I mean, that's what. Yeah, I mean that's what it was. He was able to move, different positions and hit. Yeah, you might have said that maybe those punches did not have power, but I think that's what it was enough, and that was what drained Joshua's stamina. That's what my pop was telling me because the fight started at 3 or 4. I was at work. I was able to hear. Watch it.
Started around 3:30, something like that. 3:30. Yeah.
But I was able to. I mean, I was able to just listen to it because I was at work. Couldn't watch it. But still, though, I mean, you can't base hearing the fight. I mean, especially when you have announcers. Even my pops was telling me, "Yeah, those announcers suck." I watched it on mute, or
did your pops say who do you have winning?
He said Usyk. He says just that footwork was just enough, and that was that's what drained Joshua's stamina, and it was. I mean, he said he did fight a little better, but he said Usyk was just being more dominant, just with that footwork, and then was able to just punch him from different angles. So he was I was talking to him earlier, so.
I thought the mid rounds were, I thought everybody gave all the mid rounds to Usyk, and I didn't see that because I had Joshua landing the more effective shots. A lot of people don't score body shots, man. I'm telling you, I don't get it. If it's a hard body shot, that shit should count for like 3 or 4, taps. If you're just tapping shit, you know what I mean, up top. But I don't know. You get that head movement, and judges are influenced by that when you see the head pop back a little bit or something like that. But like I said, I can't complain too much. It was a close fight, so it ain't like it was a robbery. So yeah, good shit, Leo. You got your money. I always pay up. Not like some people up in the top right corner.
Yeah, that's an E major too. Shout, he paid right away.
Snipe.
But yeah, it was a good fight. It was an entertaining fight. It wasn't the best fight, but it was an entertaining fight. If you're a boxing fan, it was a good fight. I think I heard some people complaining that it was a snooze fest. I didn't find it that at all. I thought it was very tactical. Um, was it an all-time banger? Like, no, it definitely wasn't that. But
No.
they were boxing in there. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Wilder fight where you're just throwing. It wasn't Wilder Fury. It definitely wasn't that. But I'm a boxing fan, so I like to see the tactical and technician work as well as the knockouts. So I wouldn't say it was a great fight, but it was a solid fight. I thought it was good. Other than that, I don't think Womack can watch it. Right?
I didn't watch it. I just knew.
When Kamzat loses at 279, who fights for the title? That's a good question.
There actually was. That's pretty funny that you said that. There actually was a little bit of chatter about Leon saying that if he did beat Kamzat, he'd be happy to give Nate a rematch. So the problem is Nate's like, deuces, I'm out of here after this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows he can make more money elsewhere, which is why Shane Burgos and a lot of these other guys are taking off to other spots like Bellator and PFL and BKFC.
Shit, he could go fight Jake Paul and make that big money.
He's gonna go bare knuckle? No,
One
he ain't gonna
fight
go bare knuckle.
for some of these guys, dude. One fight for some of these guys.
Oh, Michael Venom Page fought against
Perry.
Perry, and he lost.
He lost to Perry. So I mean, that's
how
just
much did they get paid for that? They got paid hella dough. I was wondering about that.
They got paid out, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, some of these guys, man, they can get $500,000 for one fight. They're not getting that at all with fucking UFC, dude. You know what I'm saying? And you're talking about guys who've been tenured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I like to see these dudes.
Weird.
Fuck Dana, man. You got a lot of Dana bootlickers out there who be like,
well, because they don't know no better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, they're kids and they still don't know shit. And they're also fair weather fans or people that are just casuals. You know what I'm saying?
I'm for the fighters, man. I'm for the fighters.
That's what I'm talking about. I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that too. You know, but some of these guys, man, I mean, let's be honest, UFC is still the biggest draw. You know what I mean? It's like WWF and fucking
do all that branding and shit. It should be. Fuck.
Excuse me, WWE. We're older.
Yeah.
Let me know that you're older without saying it. So basically, these guys can get in one fight almost like their whole purse for the last 2 years. Because not everybody gets pay-per-view for points. You got, that's what nobody really understands. You know what I'm saying? Only the biggest draw guys.
Top dog. Yep.
Yeah. So, because of that, they're not clearing a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So, if you look at it that way, of course they're going to take off. And it's going to be more and more because the UFC is now into a point where a lot of the divisions are like Shark Tanks. You know what I'm saying? Guys are coming in, especially with the Contender Series. You know what I mean? These kids are coming in and they're already way ahead than, 10 years ago, some of these guys getting started in MMA. It's pretty damn crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because they're all now starting to train everything all at once. So with that being said, you know what I mean? They're doing the same thing that NFL is doing. You know what I mean? They're basically making a pool and they're picking people from that pool and they're paying them shit and they're letting go of the guys that make the most. You know what I'm saying? So unless they stay winning, you know what I mean, then they're not going to get re-signed. You know what I mean? And then that's what lets them go ahead and find, another opportunity. But they're also trying to do that. The UFC is doing the same shit the NFL has done and bringing in rookies so they can keep them on rookie contracts for a while and then raise them up slowly so they can get all the money in their pockets. It's just the way it's going,
Yep.
I mean, they got big pockets, but they're not really quick to pull them motherfuckers out like Bellator.
I don't fuck with Dana. He says a lot of prick shit.
He does. Sometimes he's right with what he says. I ain't gonna lie, but a lot of the shit that he says is kind of, and he's a Trump supporter too, so whatever. So anyway.
So is Womack. I mean, we support.
Damn.
There's no evidence of this.
Yeah, he didn't deny it though. You see that?
So there's no evidence of this. So no, I'm not.
Exactly. You're speaking that Trump speak right now.
Wow.
Anyway. He fucked me over on the taxes. No, I'm not.
Colby Covington, anyone? Anyway.
He did have
let's
the
get
gas
to
prices.
this.
The gas prices low. I'm not gonna fucking lie about that. That fucking gas prices were fucking low when the motherfucker was in there.
Let's get to what we're watching. We had a couple We had a couple new shows premiere over this week. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the She-Hulk or the House of the Dragon, the continuation on Game of Thrones. Did you get to peep those?
No.
No.
I just finished Reacher.
That was a good one.
Which is surprisingly really good.
Surprisingly, yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Reacher was actually really good.
They had dude from Blue Mountain State on there, and that's what that.
What's Reacher about?
Reacher is Jack Reacher. You remember that Tom Cruise movie?
Yeah, Jack Reacher movies is basically a series.
Just a TV show.
They basically
what's it on Amazon?
Tom Clancy?
Amazon.
Lee something. Lee something. I can't remember his last name. It's definitely based on books. You know what I mean?
Dude from Blue Mountain State. You remember Blue Mountain State, that football show?
I kind of remember that. Yeah, I didn't watch all of them, but
that's who he is.
Yeah,
dude, he's a big fucking.
Which dude?
The big ass linebacker dude, the fucking white dude. Well, they're all white, but I mean most of them white. Blonde.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about now.
Yeah, no, it was definitely worth the watch.
Yeah,
I binge watched it. Binge watched BMF. Definitely was dope.
Yeah,
I
I've been wanting
that
to
in a
get
day.
on
That one was dope, bro. You need to get on that quick. The Shy, I'm still into The Shy. It's definitely getting better and better every season. And damn it! Oh, I just watched Maverick.
Oh, Top Gun. Was it as good as
shit?
Definitely a good flick.
You haven't seen it yet, woman?
Nah.
Damn, you slipping. That shit was best movie of the
What's
year.
It on? Maybe I'll get it.
It's worth check it out.
What's it? Yeah, well, I know it's for rent now, or is it only buying now, or is it you can rent it too?
I think it's best movie. I think that's best movie of the year. No?
I got one for you, bro. Movie 2.to. All the shit you want to watch, no problem.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
Perfect.
Trust me, you guys check it out. Look movie 2.to. Trust me, y'all be happy.
The vet says he likes Bellator and one championship more than UFC.
I like one. They're definitely trying to make moves to get up there, and they got, in my opinion, the deepest class of featherweights and bantamweights in the world. Those guys get down. On top of that, they definitely push a lot of Muay Thai matches. You know what I'm saying? In their circle ring.
I like that shit.
You know what I mean? They get down. I think they're also trying to push a jiu-jitsu tournament in their shit. You know what I'm saying? So one is definitely cool.
That'd be sick.
PFL is kind of sick too. Like I like their platform, their setup. They don't have as much talent, but they got a sick little. It's like a league basically.
Right.
That's pretty sick.
The ESPN.
Right. What's that?
I think that one PFL's on ESPN.
Yeah, PFL's PFL's pretty tight. And just because you got degree or not degree, pedigree, you know what I mean, doesn't mean you're just going to go into that next organization and just rule shit. Because what's the name just got retired? Rory McDonald just got retired, and Pettis just went in there and lost twice to Shane Ray. I believe that's what his name was. I can't remember exactly, but just because you got the pedigree doesn't mean you're just going to go into that next one and just tear shit up and just take over.
Yeah.
Saying, so it happens sometimes. It doesn't happen all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, even Henderson, when he went over to Bellator, he fell flat on his face in a couple of his matches. You know what I'm saying? So, you just never know what you're going to get, And I think the talent levels with more of these guys that are going to be released, you know what I mean? And with all these other guys that are coming up from other spots like Legacy or Resurrection or Risen, and all these other fighting leagues, it's just going to get better and better. And eventually, what I'm saying, maybe Bellator be able to compete with them. Maybe we finally get that cross promotion fights that we've always been wanting. You know what I mean? Because it would be awesome to see, one bring their guys and fight UFC guys. And, they tried this back in the day when
WCW versus WWF
was still there, and when Pride was still there, you know what I mean? But they stopped it quick. Dana pulled the plug on that shit quick when Chuck went over there and lost the fight. I can't remember who he lost to. But he went to Pride, he lost the fight, and that was their biggest gun back in them days. So Dana don't like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's more than likely going to try to put the kibosh on all of that ever. But there's going to come a day where they're going to have to sit down and deal with each other. And that'll be badass and, be beneficial for us that are watching.
For sure. Any other shows? You said Reacher. What else? What else do you watch? Anything else? BMF?
Yeah, BMF. What's the name? Damn.
Well, the one that I watched, it was kind of old. Now, I mean, I've seen it a few months ago. I already watched that, but that Force, that
Which
fucking
one?
shit, Force with the part of the
Forrest
whole
Gump?
fucking power shit. Nah, part of the whole fucking
Force.
power. President,
I watched the first episode and it was
that shit.
okay.
Nah, that shit. That's a good one. I fucks with Tommy. Tommy's kind of cold. It's oldie, but still good.
Netflix just released the second season of Untold. It's their answer to 30 for 30.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've done a couple that Hondo.
The Beast.
Hondo.
The Lion.
With Idris Elba.
Idris.
Never even heard of that. Okay.
I seen the.
I think it was in the movie theater. Yeah, I think it's in the movies right in theaters.
Family,
right
they fucking like fighting the lion or some shit. It's all over all over Universal. I see that fucking shit everywhere.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Black Phone with my kids wanted to watch.
Yeah, how was that?
It was. I didn't really like it. It was okay. They liked it, but it was just. I don't know. I didn't really understand it myself. It was like, I don't know. I thought I looked a little better from the trailers.
It was Saw with the phone.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. That's why I seen it.
Yeah.
You didn't get much explanation like of motivation for the stuff that happened to me. It was
Black Phone.
I got a question for Leo.
The dial tone one.
I got a question for Leo.
Yo.
On Peacock, I heard that they're going to do a prequel to John Wick. It's going to be called, the hotel.
I heard that too.
Right? Is that
John
even
Candle.
out yet?
John Candle. I don't know.
Nah,
it's not out yet, but it's getting made. It is going to get made.
Okay.
They finished 4 though, right? Because that's the motherfucker I'm looking forward to.
That's
I got no interest in Sandman.
4.
I don't know about you guys.
John Wick 4. That's the fucking.
Yeah,
they want to watch that on Netflix. Yeah.
3
it's
was
on Netflix.
Fucking,
right.
I haven't seen any of them. I'm slipping on that.
Like I was saying, Untold is the answer to ESPN's 30 for 30, and they did one about the Malice at the Palace and a bunch of other things.
I seen one of those. That was sick.
That was they did.
I think that one was we seen that. I seen that one.
They did a pretty good job on that.
I didn't even know it affected Jermaine O'Neal that bad too. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
He's like the one that got the worst of it.
So I don't know if you guys noticed, but 30 for 30 did one about street ball and end one, right?
Right.
And it was
I saw
cool.
a little bit of that.
It was decent, but I gotta say, I think Untold did a better job because they actually pulled the guys together, all of them. You know what I'm saying? That were on the street ball tour, and they talked to all of them. They talked to Hot Sauce. They talked to Mano. They talked to Professor.
Hot Sauce, OG.
You know what I'm saying? They talked to the Professor. They talked to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I seen dude fucking walking around here.
Hold up, I'm gonna be right back. Y'all go ahead.
I seen Professor fucking walk around here. Somewhere. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. It was a while ago though.
Where are you?
I knew this was in Santa Clarita.
Oh, okay.
So I seen him. Yeah, tell you, white boy, right?
Yeah, I do.
Huh?
Yeah, Morgan.
Okay, I seen him. It was fucking random. He was on I think Railroad Avenue. Fucking it was so random. But I knew it was him though.
For sure.
You tell by the face.
It was decent. I thought that one was better than the 30 for 30 one. At least that one. You know what I mean? But they're definitely dipping their nose into the documentary thing. They did one about it was called The Girlfriend Who Wasn't There, and it was about Manti Te'o getting catfished.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
And so it was pretty decent. That one too. That was a 2-parter. So they got a bunch of them coming up. And I think they're gonna do one on the scandal of that. I can't remember what's his name, but he was the NBA ref that was fixing and shaving points.
Oh, was it? No, it wasn't Javi, was it? No, was it? I know.
I don't remember his name, dog. I wish I could. I know but,
some little fucking twerp looking motherfucker.
Pretty much, yeah.
Donahue.
There you go.
Tim Donahue, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm not sure though, because he didn't ever say his name. So.
Oh, Womack playing musical chairs, huh?
All right. So basically, yeah, that's definitely
now.
I'm in charge of security here, my lady.
Well, Womack's at the director's chair right now.
Go.
I'm taking a back seat after the trade bashing.
So that's your sick and the Untold.
It's pretty good. pretty good.
Yeah.
The Manti
I like
one
the
was
Malice
good.
Palace one was sick. So
Malice Palace.
oh
is
yeah,
good.
I want to check that Manti tail one.
Check out.
Have you watched the Kings on Showtime?
Yeah.
The who?
The Kings on Showtime. It's about Duran, Leonard, and all them. The four Kings. It's a pretty sick documentary. I watched it a couple
Hondo
weeks
say
back.
something about that, didn't he?
Check that out.
Now that was me. I mentioned it on here a couple weeks ago, but
He said,
I just thought you might want to check that out. It's pretty sick. It's 4
Yeah.
parts. I think they're about an hour each,
Okay.
but it is sick. You know, it was I had I caught the tail end of all their careers. You know, because I'm 81. They were more popular. You know, late 70s and early 80s,
Yeah.
and then we caught like the Leonard versus Duran 3 when it was like all for money and nothing. Not much.
I think I got one
not
of
much
them.
there.
I think I got one of them on videotape. I got Cedar Chavez and Meldrick Taylor. I think I had the Tyson. And
Oh, that
Buster
was a
Douglas.
sick fight
That
too.
was
Man.
monster.
Yeah.
Right
I
there.
think I had the Buster Douglas and Tyson on a videotape. I had a lot of shit on VHS. I used to record other shit.
Good for you,
Hello.
man.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Cobra Kai is back. Oh yeah, I was just
waiting for that.
my daughters be watching that shit on. They watch that shit on replay, 24 hours, man. They be that and Stranger Things. That's all they play. So I'm caught up. I'm recapping Cobra Kai. I was recapping that last night, watching a few
Just hype
episodes.
for Chosen. That's all I'm fucking hyped for. I was hyped for him fucking coming out.
Barnes
Barnes is coming
back.
Oh yeah, well he got to, right?
Yep.
He's got to.
I mean, he don't got
Definitely.
it, but he is.
No,
They'll probably bring
he's
the
gotta.
female back too. What's her name? From Hillary Swank. They'll probably
Once
bring
he
her.
got the chain, once
I know.
Silver got the chain, fucking dojo.
No, she was. Yeah, she was
That
Miyagi's
Barnes
last
no.
student, wasn't she?
I
Yep.
hope
Mhm.
she
So
don't.
she's in there.
Hillary Skank.
she's in the universe.
Leave her ass out.
Come on,
She's-
bud. This guy doesn't like women. It's okay.
Nah,
But
this-
it's been a tough.
That was a weak ass movie. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Am I not allowed to say fucking shit sucks? Like, do I gotta go along and be
You
like,
just get real
great.
passionate when it's like female lead characters, bro. You be.
No, not really.
I mean, I
She-Hulk
feel
was
you
cool.
to a certain extent, but
She-Hulk was cool.
you be like
hates
extra
talking about
passionate
She-Hulk.
about
No,
this.
He
Yeah,
hates
I like-
women and Trey
Prey.
Lance.
Damn.
He hates Prey. He hates
Okay, let me tell you
Trey.
something. If you rate a movie like,
Trey
Hold
and
up.
Trey.
if you give a movie an 8, do you hate a movie if you rank it 8?
No.
Okay, thank you. That's all
He
I'm
make
gonna
it
say.
He just hates the character. He just hates the character.
I don't
the
hate
movie
if I hate
overall
the
was-
character, I hate the fucking movie.
Did you get a chance to watch Prey yet?
Character.
I thought that shit was pretty dope.
I've fucking been waiting. Man, I was supposed to watch that shit 2-3 days ago, and I just keep fucking forgetting. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I say it's a lot of bullshit.
I thought it was
man.
sick.
I hear that's all I hear is good things. It's basically all I heard is that it's going to help the franchise put out another one. So
It was definitely the
Mhm.
best since Predator 2. The rest of those,
Right.
I mean, that's not saying much because the
You're
rest of
not
those
wrong.
weren't.
you're not
Yeah.
wrong. I'm for real. The
Mhm.
Requiem, AVP1, all that shit was kind of trash.
Now, do you
And
really
it's not
lump
canon either, but people don't seem to
Do
realize
you
that
put
shit.
AV? Yeah, but I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Do you really put AVP in with regular Predator? I don't think you really do.
My
right?
understanding is it's not canon. Ridley Scott, when
I
he
mean, I
came out with
wouldn't-
that Prometheus, pretty much shot all that shit down.
No, but I'm just talking like AVP, just that whole.
Yeah, it's not
Mhm.
canon. So I mean, I don't
I wouldn't
include it
even.
in
I
there.
wouldn't even lump. Yeah, I wouldn't lump it in there with Predator.
It just
Yeah, the
I mean,
Predators was garbage.
Just like I wouldn't
too.
lump it in with Alien. I
That
wouldn't
one with
lump it with Alien
Adrian
franchise.
Brody was hella weak too.
I like
The
that
Predator.
one better than all the
I
other
didn't like that one.
shit in
Yeah, that
between,
was-
bro. But AVP Requiem would have been all right. I guess okay. Nah, not really. But either way, bro, they shot that. It just looked like they fucking turned all the lights off and shot that movie, man. You can't even see shit in that movie. You know?
Yeah.
I put the fucking brightness all the way up and the backlight on my TV. I still couldn't see anything. You know what I mean? So
Definitely check out Prey when you get a chance. I'd say it's solid.
Yeah.
8.5. I
You know,
thought it was
man.
pretty sick.
You know what though? I would have watched it tonight, but you know, we did this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's constantly
Fucking-
shit jumping in
fucking
the
shit
way,
up.
but it's cool because it's just making it that much better when I watch it. So all good.
Definitely watch it.
What else am I watching? I've been watching. I told y'all a couple weeks ago that Reservation Dogs. That's just funny on Hulu.
Okay.
Comedy about some little young Native American teenagers on the reservation.
Yeah.
It's just funny though. It's got a Hulu
Mhm.
FX kind of style of comedy. Is pretty funny.
It's pretty
Definitely
good.
worth checking.
I watched the first
You,
episode.
you peeped it?
Yeah.
You peeped it?
Yeah,
Them
first
little twins had me rolling. They be coming up and talking all the shit. The
when they
little
jacked the
like the
fucking
midget
Chips truck.
twins.
Look,
Yeah, shit's cold.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Y'all been on that this full. I haven't seen that shit yet. I heard that shit's funny
Yeah.
though.
And to get on that, because I was
I
just
saw-
gonna say, look, I told you guys, I was like, look, the fucking dude on there remind me
The way
of
how he
fucking-
talks, man.
of fucking Grayson. Yeah, I said, dude, remind me of Grayson. And is that not? Do you
Hey,
not
dog,
get that
come on,
vibe?
Who's
dog. You
Grayson?
can't be doing this, dog.
Who's Grayson?
Rick, something about Rick.
Oh, Rick.
Shepard.
Yeah, Rick.
And I'm telling you,
You gotta get his
Max
ass on
Grayson.
here. Rick, you better get your ass on here, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Hondo, have you
That-
seen? Have you watched
that
this
fool.
fool?
Have you seen this fool?
Yeah, he talks to him all the time. He does
Hey.
his podcast with him, with that fool.
He's on there all the time.
You know that.
What is
fool,
he?
this
You got the
fool?
Rick? You got the Rick?
Dude.
The Rick swag?
The motherfucking dude, he's like dead on. Like, not the I mean, not the way he dresses, but just like kind of personality wise, it's kind of like.
All right, I gotta peep that shit.
Very, very Rickish.
Very
I gotta peep it.
Rickish.
But I heard that shit's funny though. I'm gonna check it out anyway.
Yeah, that's just cool.
It was pretty funny. I watched 2 episodes. I watched 3 episodes. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it gets better. It's funny. It's just hilarious. That's fucking cool.
Oh, and then I did watch that. I did watch that She-Hulk
Yeah,
first
I seen
episode.
it. Yeah.
I thought it was cool. The first episode was cool.
I thought it was good. I won't spoil anything because I know Cello ain't seen it, but
It was good.
solid. I mean, it's setting some shit up for the future too with
Sure.
the Hulk.
Yeah,
Hulk
I
being in
might
there.
watch it
It's
just
still
on
got some of
streaming.
the still got some of the bullshit in that too, but I like it. I like her. It
I-
looked a lot better. The CG looked a little bit better. It looked like they actually cleaned it up.
Just
a
for the
little bit.
cameos, you got to watch it because you're gonna have Daredevil. Who else is supposed to be in there? Abomination. Hulk was already in it.
You know, like I
Hulk,
said,
Hulk has been weak though. Hulk,
I'll-
man, they
I'll
did
more
water
than
his
likely
ass, man.
watch it, bro. You know what I mean? Just because
On the strength.
to
Yeah.
keep all the story intact, kind of shit. But I think I told you guys last time that I'm a little upset with Marvel and the way that they've been handling, everything with the MCU. Just in the fact that they're trying to make everything humorous. You know what I'm saying? Some shit.
Well, this one is definitely a comedy for sure. Yeah.
Right. Some shit. You don't really need. I mean, She-Hulk, I get. You're gonna make it light.
I told you
but-
she's a little thotty though.
But
That's fucking confirmed.
what happened?
She-Hulk. I said she's a little thotty on this fucking thing though.
Guy's trying to
That's what
bang
I'm
out
saying.
She-Hulk over here.
Wow.
She
Well,
is a little thotty. I mean, she look. I'm not gonna give away anything, but she was talking about Captain America in a way that only I guess a woman would fucking think about this motherfucker.
I guess.
Yeah, just some of the clips and stuff from throughout the show that they show.
All right, so I'm
on the
spoiling
promo
it. I'm
shit, you
spoiling
kind
it.
of-
No, I mean it's clever. It's
Insane.
funny. You're going and you're gonna know this one is a comedy. So
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't have any expectations like, oh, this can be. But supposedly there's gonna be some action and get
Still see some
Daredevil.
of the bullshit, but
Well, I mean, I still
It's
got to
all
go
bullshit,
through
man.
Miss Marvel, and then I got to go through that.
Miss
so-
Marvel was good. I like Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Cool.
I watched it with my daughters, and it was cool. I didn't have many expectations for it, but
yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna say it was great, but it was solid. It was decent.
not the
It's a
Mr.
teeny.
not
It's
the-
kind of a teeny show.
Right.
Yeah,
Not the
to an
Mrs.
extent.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's like if Marvel had a show on Nickelodeon. That's how I felt like watching a Nickelodeon show that was Marvel.
But it wasn't terrible, and I didn't find it terrible at all. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, it's just not the Mrs. Fantastic version of Miss Marvel. It's another version, completely different, because the original is so fucking trash that they had to fucking change it up for the for the
Right.
show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he knows what I mean. You guys don't know what the fuck I mean. He knows what I'm talking about.
I'm
Fuck
just
you.
waiting. I'm waiting for.
I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't
Hopefully,
really
they
read
pull
that
the
comic.
Punisher up
Yeah.
out there, and
It
they
sucks.
do the Punisher right.
They're talking about doing a Midnight Suns with Punisher. Who the fuck else gonna be in that shit? Daredevil.
Not impressed, huh?
No,
Ghost
because they're
Rider.
gonna need Blade, and they're gonna need Morbius, and they're gonna need a couple.
I
other
think
characters.
Blade is
Well,
gonna
it's
be in
probably
as
down the
well.
line. Yeah, well, it's probably
I think
down
Blade
the
is
line.
supposed to be in it as well.
Yeah,
Blade,
well,
Punisher,
that
Daredevil,
one probably
and
we'll
Ghost
see
Rider.
that probably later. I don't think you're gonna
Yeah.
see that quick.
Yeah, you can't.
Nah,
Especially
it's gonna
with
be
the way
a
Oh,
Morbius.
Blade don't come out until when, like 2024 or some shit?
Yeah, Blade's not gonna be out for a minute, and especially the way Morbius bombed. They're gonna have to do a lot of. I mean, dude,
I didn't
Sony,
even see it. Did you see
Sony
it?
is.
Well, you knew that was
so
going to
lucky.
happen, though. You
Well,
knew that
look,
was going to happen.
Sony is so lucky because the MCU said, "Look, we'll throw you a bone and we'll help you, develop Spider-Man." And every one of those films were great. But when they try to do shit on their own, they, you get shit like Morbius or Let There Be Carnage. You know what I'm saying? And my God, it was carnage. It was disgusting.
And the latest is they're trying to do a Madam Web, a movie. I don't know how that. I don't know
Why though? I don't know, but why? Like
they want that Spider-Verse. They're trying to make a universe so they can make dope.
But you haven't seen nothing of her. You're just gonna come out with a movie of someone that no one really fucking knows about. Like
that's Sony. That's why they suck.
That's why it's you know
they're like DC.
They don't know what they're doing. You know
all
what I mean?
over the place.
They are the DC of the Marvel universe. Put it that way. That's what Sony is. And they're
got
trying
together.
All they can do to bring the Spider-Verse out because they want their own shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to control that, but they just suck. I mean, and they've been sucking. You know what I mean? Can anybody tell me what the fuck they were thinking with Spider-Man 3 with Tobey? What the fuck was up with that golf dance scene, dude? You know what I mean?
Everything.
Nobody knows what they were thinking.
Even Venom on that shit was like underwhelming. Like that was at least
the whole shit was a mess.
Intimidating fucking Venom.
Sandman was hella weak. I think that's one of the worst comic book movies ever. I would say.
Sandman flying around.
I won't.
Iron Man 3 is up there for me too.
I won't go that hard on Venom, even though it wasn't. It wasn't that.
The first Venom was. I don't know.
Oh, the first. No, I thought you were talking about the. I thought you were talking about Spider-Man 3.
Oh yeah, no, that one was ridiculous with Topher.
Venom was okay. The first Venom, I haven't seen the second, but I heard it's straight.
Just the more I seen part 3, the more I was like, Topher should have been fucking Peter Parker, dude. Like, I'm sorry, like he should have been.
Yeah, I agree.
I wasn't really too into the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans either.
I thought those were better. I thought actually.
I like Garfield. I'm not a Tobey guy.
I thought Spider-Man was
mopey
better
for me. I don't think Spider-Man's supposed to be mopey like that, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
that's what he is very like in his head about shit. If you read the comics, he's always like that. He's always second guessing himself.
Yeah,
but
he's not like, oh guys, we gotta stop him. We have
to do this.
God, Doc.
You know what I mean?
I like this Spidey, man. This Spidey is by far my favorite.
Yeah. Holland is
Peter
the
Parker.
Best period, in my
Peter
opinion.
and both of them, like the Peter and the Spider-Man, like both characters. Because for me, the ones that you didn't like with the Garfield, like yeah, I can understand. Like his
the writing was kind of but he was a decent.
I like Garfield's Spider-Man. Like I like just the Spider-Man part where he's Spider-Man. I like that version of Spider-Man from Garfield. Like,
but you don't like him as Peter Parker.
The Peter Parker is kind of
and the directors were kind of weak too,
but
man.
the Spider-Man
like those movies were kind of
whack.
I agree. What the fuck were they thinking making Jamie Foxx look like that, dude? Really? Come on, man. It just, dude.
Well,
so, yeah, no. Yeah, if Sony didn't have Marvel in that partnership, I think this one we would have bombed. You know, to be honest with you. So hopefully, you know, they step to Marvel and like, hey, can you help us out with this other shit that we got going? And then maybe it'll seem better. But
they're gonna help.
DC's in shambles. DC trying to copy Marvel now. You heard their 10-year plan.
Yeah.
Those guys they're grasping at straws.
So are they?
Hey, supposedly the Flash got like good ass reviews or some shit.
Yeah, and
they're saying it's like one of the highest rated DC movies. I was like,
Ezra's like a psycho, dude. You know what I mean?
Weirdo.
Dude, straight
up.
Up.
Make me hating women. Dude, this motherfucker be beating them up and shit. Like, what the fuck you mean me? Like, I don't fucking do that shit. I may talk shit about him here and there, but I don't.
He be doing all kinds of weirdo shit, bro.
Dude, that nigga was tripping.
He's a menace, bro.
This dude
for real.
Fucking, he be literally
fame
like
got to that guy's head, dude. For real.
Hey, he's wearing like some weird ass pearl necklace too. What the fuck is this dude's deal,
I don't care
bro?
if you are gay, dude. You can't get away with hitting fucking women, dude. Like,
dude,
like this dude is fucking crazy.
And they don't want to let him go. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably know that he played that role like a salve. You know what I'm
like
saying?
the CW Barry Allen personally.
Right.
I think he'd be good if you put him in get him with the right director. Because the writing in the show with the CW show was whack, but you know he was a good. I thought he would be a good Flash in the theaters.
But they made him goofy though. Like that's the only thing I can't take the motherfucker serious as Flash because I don't see Flash as a fucking goofball.
No, he ain't goofy. I don't think he's goofy.
Well, Ezra is fucking goofy in the Justice.
Oh no,
League,
I'm talking about.
They made him. No, I'm talking about movie wise. Like you.
Oh, okay. I was talking about CW. I don't think he's like
that. You know, so I don't know.
Just leave it. That's a whole nother.
I don't know.
Hey, but DC got some good shows though. I will give them that.
Some of that Black
Peacemaker.
Adam. You think Black Adam's trying to be the savior and shit? Yeah, Peacemaker.
I heard he got pushed.
Yeah.
You know what?
He got pushed with the Aquaman movie.
Well, they fucked that up. To be honest with you, DC is really tripping when they took him and made him Aquaman. He did a good role in the Aquaman movie, but
Momoa.
yeah, but
Yeah, he looked nothing like him. They would have been better off with Vinny
wasted it.
Chase.
Dude, do you know Momoa would have been the perfect Lobo?
Yeah,
I
I agree.
Perfect Lobo, dude.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So, I mean, he has the star power, he has the look, he has the hair, he has all that. I personally like Andrew Baranowski in that little shit that he did online, the paramilitary special. Baranowski's a sav anyway. I mean, he was Wild Man in Any Given Sunday, and you know, what I mean, he killed it as what's the name in the program. You know what I mean? He's great for that kind of shit.
Oh, fucking Latimer?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know,
Latimer's cold.
Right.
Latimer's cold.
You're talking about him for Lobo? Is that what you're saying?
You know what I mean? He did a Lobo special online. If you look it up, you can find it. It's called Paramilitary Special. Baranowski did it, and he did pretty good job. But he doesn't have that star power like Momoa does. Momoa could carry that film.
Well, Momoa's for the girls, though. You know what I mean? That's the whole reason that he was even.
So I think that's where they screwed up. You know what I'm saying? And if they were smart, they would have, put him in that role, and they would have had their Lobo movie, and they just never did. And that movie has been plagued since they tried to, the inception of it. You know what I mean? So that's why we'll never get it. So Lobo, DC just, screws everything up.
Leo, what are you watching? We ain't heard much from you on this. What are you watching?
Same shit.
You watched that House of Dragon?
Yeah, it was pretty good. First episode.
I haven't seen that yet.
I thought that shit was pretty sick.
I'll catch up this weekend.
You watched Game of Thrones, Solo?
I watched it. I never watched the ending. I thought
You
it was
didn't miss
a good
much.
show.
The first like 4 or 5 seasons were hella good, and then yeah, the last season was garbage, man.
Yeah, no, I heard
there was one good episode out of the last season that was all right. That Night King battle was sick.
I heard people compare it to the ending of Goodfellas of
Sopranos.
Yeah,
I thought Sopranos
was the same thing.
I heard it was an open-ended ending. That's what I heard, just like Sopranos.
It was just poorly executed.
They should have all fucking got lit up. Is what the fuck should have happened. Everyone dead at the table.
Yep.
The shit with the Night King was sick though. That battle that was sick. That little final battle they had with him. But this one looks sick. For the first episode, you have a lot of ties into Game of Thrones, but it looks like it's gonna be well written. Yeah, there's some stuff in there. They don't really shy away from the fact that it's a prequel. They kind of have some stuff that connects the two franchises. It looks like it's gonna be well written. You got some good characters. Gonna be some action. So I'm gonna fuck with it for sure. The first episode was solid.
Cool.
I don't know. Anybody got a chance? Did you talk to the Doomzilla about that, Leo? You ain't got his opinion on this?
Nah, I haven't talked to him.
I gotta hit him up.
Ray Doomzilla. He's still upset from
reasons unknown or known.
Yeah,
reasons very known. He's not upset.
Man, I had to watch the fight. That's all I gotta say.
When somebody skipped Ray,
I had to watch the fight, bro. Like,
or else you'll be able to talk about it tonight.
Yeah. Nah, but what was your grade on the House of the Dragon? Real quick? Leo.
It was cool. I would
thought it was good.
Yeah, it has potential. I'll definitely. It like you were mentioning, it has it's already showing ties from the Game of Thrones. So it was pretty dope.
Similar style.
And yeah, they got some character. And they got some characters that you already you want to tune in and check out what's the story, what's going on.
But I will say that the fucking names confuse the fuck out of me because the Targaryens, I guess, renamed the people the same fucking names over the years. So there's like Aegon, Rhaegon, fucking
Rhaegon.
I don't know. Yeah, all kinds of Gons, dude. Like I'm like, damn, they already had because Jon Snow was eventually Aegon, and there's just all kinds of Rhaegon. I'm telling you, Rhaegon, Visera. The name of the dragon is like one of the characters. I'm like, damn, what are these dudes just be naming the same shit over and over again throughout the years?
This is a 3.
So that shit was kind of throwing me off a little bit.
All the coke and the fucking alcohol is worn off.
That new Lord of the Rings is dropping this week too, I think.
Yeah, the trailer
one on Amazon.
Definitely want to check that out.
A lot of people hating on that shit too. There's just a lot of haters out there, bro. I don't know. There's a lot of fan bases are toxic now. It's like you can't do nothing right anymore. You need Twitter's toxic as fuck. I don't know how y'all be going on that shit.
Too many goofballs have voices.
I don't even have a Twitter account.
Nah, that's these two. Yeah, they be on. Womack is like the king of Twitter controversy right now.
He's already
Dude's getting banned, fucking blackball left and right.
Hey,
you want to talk about that? You do have a platform here, Womack. Do you want to speak on it?
Nah, don't even start with that shit, bro.
Fuck them. That's what I say.
Do you have your skip?
You thought y'all did something? You can't cancel me. Shit.
This guy.
Yeah, I can only do so much arguing online, dude. So and and Cat's already on Facebook. Just motherfuckers.
Yeah, Facebook is another one.
Not only them, but IG. I mean, anyone you want to fucking speak on, but people are just like, I don't know, dude.
I can understand some of the complaints, but some of the complaints about shows and movies and franchises are stupid. It's like you're gonna complain about that shit. Like, come on.
No matter what you say, people are gonna love it and people are gonna hate it. So you might as well say whatever the fuck.
And you got motherfuckers out there who still defend Ryan Johnson. Let's just put that out there. I can't defend that guy. That guy is trash, bro. Ryan Johnson, the fucking Last Jedi guy.
The trash Jedi.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking.
It was the most different one out of all. Oh yeah, and obviously it fucked everything up. Yeah, it was different. What do you mean?
Garbage.
But yeah, it's just motherfucker. Just that shit got too much freedom for fucking goofballs. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of hyped for that Lord of the Rings show. I think that shit might be sick. I was a fan of the original 3. Hobbit was okay. I thought it would be a little better.
The definition of Smaug.
They were okay. The first 3, the last 2 of the part 2 and 3 were the sickest. 2 Towers and Return of the King were ill. First one was lagging. I'll say that.
There was so much walking. Even the trees are walking in that motherfucker.
But yeah, I mean, I seen the trailer for this on Amazon, and I was like, all right, I'll peep it out. Definitely check that shit out. Not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but I fuck with the franchise. Oh, yeah. I don't know like all the backstory and all that type of shit. And
shout out to Randall Graves from Clerks. When's that shit supposed to come out?
Is that going to be in the theaters, or is it going to be like a live show, or what the fuck
is it? No, it ain't
a
live show. No, it's a movie.
I seen they were like showing it in front of live studio audiences and shit. I thought.
I don't know.
I don't know. Doomzilla this is a question for Doomzilla. Actually,
yeah, wherever he's
Clerks
at.
Question.
Yeah, they were around.
Clerks 2 wasn't that good though. It was alright.
It was cool.
Clerks.
He flats out.
I laugh at Clerks.
Frodo's mouth.
You're on View Askew right now. I tried to watch the Jane and Silent Bob reboot. I got about 5-10 minutes into it, and I turned that shit off.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that missed the mark completely.
No.
Did I see that shit?
Dude,
oh, I did see it. It was whatever.
It was nowhere near the first one, dude. Like, and that
first one was fucking funny.
And motherfuckers cut that up a lot too. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
damn,
that one was. That
first one was fucking funny. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it. That shit was good. But
when they were going up to the fucking internet fucking trolls' houses and shit, and fucking with them. Did you write?
They were at the movie restaurant and they were talking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? While on the internet, telling them they're gonna, make them eat their shit. That's made up their shit. But it all in, and there's like kids walking by and shit. That was pretty funny. That second one was all bad. I had to turn that shit off. Yeah.
The reboot you talking about? Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, yeah, the
reboot. I was talking about the reboot.
I watched the whole thing. It was.
I am the Click Commander.
That was the best. That was hella dope.
That shit was funny as fuck. I ain't gonna front. That shit had me. That movie had me dying. I think that was probably
liberate apes before imprisoning apes. I was like, damn.
I didn't like. I didn't like Dogma. But that one was fucking funny.
You didn't like Dogma?
I
thought Dogma was fucking.
It was alright, but.
The only thing about Dogma was
was fucking funny.
It was just the dialogue was a little kind of unorthodox, I guess. If you want,
I'm not a Matt Damon dude either. He kind of just annoys the fuck out of me for some reason. I don't know why.
But he shot them niggas on the bus though, blood. That was can't tell me that wasn't funny. Oh, man. Whose house? Run's house. That was fucking funny. But, yo, I gotta cut turkey though.
We're about to cut anyways. I think.
So,
right?
Yeah, we gotta.
Womack's done talking about Jimmy G. So.
Jimmy who? Whose house?
Are you gonna get a Seattle jersey, Jimmy?
Huh?
Seattle 12 jersey for Jimmy. You gonna get one?
No, I don't fucking wear no Seattle jersey. What the fuck?
I'm gonna have one in his closet on the low.
All
All right, man. Well, right on for joining us. We'll be
Sudfest
coming back.
QB1.
Try to come back
Great to
next
be back,
Wednesday.
boys.
Right on,
Mhm.
man.
Right on,
All right,
solo.
we'll see you on the other side.
You know, baby. Probably won't be
All right.
around next week. Next week's my birthday, so I probably won't be around.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
all good.
shit,
We'll have a
man.
shot for you.
What's up, man? Appreciate it.
Yeah.
For sure. Happy early, man.
For sure.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So, Womack, what are you watching? You didn't say you didn't answer that shit.
Well, I seen She-Hulk. Seen this fool. I said Force was good, even though it was like old. Force is fucking cool. I like that shit.
Which one?
Force.
Oh yeah.
Tommy going to Chicago.
Maybe it'll get better. The first episode, I was like,
Yeah, it's
alright.
it's
repetitive, kind of the same shit over and over.
Yeah, at least I mean a few episodes. You kind of gotta, I'm just not gonna do a Miss Marvel because I think she's fucking trash. But that's all.
It wasn't bad,
They
honestly. It
hate
was cool.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the last episode.
Of what?
That one episode
Miss
was
Marvel.
weak. The one with the grandma when she went back, that was like, that one could have done. I could have done without that episode, but the rest of them were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to watch it. Whatever you guys are suggesting.
I was watching some shit on YouTube about like some paranormal shit. They went to the Warren house, the conjuring people.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a museum with all them actual artifacts and shit, like Annabelle doll and all that shit, like the real ones.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I watched that shit. They, like one of them paranormal. I don't know who the fuck these dudes are. Some YouTube dudes, but they were investigating that shit, and she was kind of creepy.
Be surprised.
Hella many shit up in there.
But on what lurks beneath, or
nah, this was some other one. It probably popped up because of that. Because I'll be watching that.
Yeah, because they got the fourth one coming out, right? The fourth Conjuring movie. They got another one coming out.
But I don't know about that now. These were just like some investigators, some younger kids, kind of going up in there. They got, I guess, not too many people are allowed to ever be in there. They were like one of the first or second to record up in there and investigate. So that was kind of sick. You got to peep what lurks beneath, Womack. That should be cool. They be having the cold shit on there.
What lurks
talking
beneath?
about like all the shit, all like the cryptozoology, all the everything, like mainly ghosts and shit in the
missing 411 type of shit.
Yeah, in the national parks, Mount Shasta, Yosemite,
Yellowstone.
That's where the reptilians are.
Yeah.
Reptilians are in Mount Shasta.
This guy.
Yeah, from what?
Yeah,
from
actually serious.
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
What?
Well, we do got to talk about real quick. Right quick. Let me pull the shit up.
What do you got to talk about?
Where's this shit at, man? What is this shit?
You want to talk about?
Why?
Boom. We got to talk about.
September.
But we need a couple slots for the fantasy league. So if anybody is interested, get at us on either Twitter or IG. Send us a DM. Information is right there. You got 12 teams. We're aiming for 12 teams, $100 a pop. PPR, ESPN League. You want to go head to head with us? It's easy to beat Womack. Me and Leo are pretty
head to head.
I was garbage last year, so I came in last fucking place. So I can't talk too much shit until I do something.
You ain't fucking with me on the pick'ems, though. I'll tell you that much, bitch. I know I'm fucking me on the pick'ems.
I already won that. I won the inaugural year, so.
Nah, you won the fucking half a year, all 6 games. Nah, what
anyway.
I think it was like 10, right? Like 12.
I don't know.
We came in on.
But definitely check us out if you're interested in getting in the league. We need a couple people to fill up the slots, or if you know somebody who may be interested. Some people like to play fantasy football, take it kind of serious. We don't want nobody who's gonna just abandon their team like Womack does by week 12. Some serious fantasy players. Make some bread. Rob won $1,200 last year. Straight cash. Straight cash,
homie. Straight cash, homie.
Hammy.
Get at us on IG, and we'll get you in there if you're serious about it.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck
You
out
serious,
of here, man.
Fucking serious? You're very motherfucking serious. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker?
All
right.
This ain't
I'm
Twitter.
done, man. Womack's
You
pissing me off.
you ain't scaring nobody. Chill.
What the fuck I'm
This is
talking
what he wants to see.
Where he's going. It might be where he's going. The fan called for it.
He's gonna be like, Jimmy's gonna make us pay, man. He's gonna scare me, man. He's gonna be going sick on Trey, man.
Oh,
Get out of here, Womack.
Get out of here,
That dude ain't doing
Womack.
shit, man. That dude ain't doing shit. Throwing picks.
It's like Trey.
Y'all watching the game tomorrow or not?
Like he threw 3 on Monday.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll watch that one.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to. It's the dress rehearsal.
Preseason been garbage. This is the worst preseason I think in a long time.
Yeah, this shit sucks.
Maybe nobody's even playing. Like none of the teams are playing their starters at all. It's like, man, just make it 2 games, bro. Just cut it 2 games. Get rid of these 3 games. You don't need 3 games of preseason.
Just do scrimmages and shit.
Make more of them scrimmages, but
and then
but you know what though? Other teams like play their shit. Like I know fucking Mahomes played well into the fucking like second quarter. You know what I mean? That was the second game. I don't know if he played in the first one though.
Yeah, he probably did. I don't know. I haven't really been. This is the first preseason I really haven't paid much attention to. Like just because when I do go to look at the games that are recorded, it's like there's nothing but fucking scrubs in the game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's cool if you got like some rookies you want to keep your eye on, see how they're gonna do in fantasy. But you can only do so much of that. When you got 3rd, 4th stringers, like these dudes ain't even gonna make the fucking squad, and they're starting the game and shit like that. It's like okay, I can only watch so much of this. Yeah. It seems like the product's gotten worse than it already was, and it was already pretty fucking bad for preseason. Now it's just like unwatchable damn near. Yeah. But I'm gonna watch tomorrow's game. See Trey throw. I say Trey throws 55 yards and 1 TD again. 1 TD, maybe 1 rushing, possibly 2 TDs. I'll say for sure he throws for 1 more.
He needs to play a whole fucking half is what the fuck he needs to do. Like you're talking about a couple drives, like he needs to play the whole half at least. Get him fucking primed
at least
for playing fucking games.
At least first quarter.
This is more. I mean, but I kind of understand. You know what? I kind of understand what Kyle's trying to do. Like, you didn't want to play him this week because it was a short week. You know, you didn't want to play him on fucking Saturday, have him fucking practice, play tomorrow, and fucking wear him out like that. Because
you just want to see this guy. That's all you want to see.
Well, you know, we didn't go to see him on our team.
Let's get out of here, man. I'm fucking tired.
All right.
Go have some Jimmy G dreams and
no, I'm going to fucking sleep. I gotta wake up at 4:30 anyway.
Go play a little Fortnite.
Guys are fucking with me.
Go play your Fortnite.
No, I'm playing my bed night. Playing night.
Skip that. Man, we don't hear about your night games, right?
Playing night.
You gonna play Buffalo hunting? Making hella buffalo shadows. Buffalo finger puppets and shit.
Yeah, fix the comma down there. All right, so yeah, that's it. So y'all, you can find us. Where can you find us? You can find us on Instagram at Gold Dirty Bastards Podcast. That's gold_dirty_bastards. I almost forgot for a minute. What a what? What is the not this bitch _podcast? And then you can find us on the Twitters. Where at Big Leo?
Don't find him on the Twitter, whatever you do.
This
guy's a drama queen.
Don't find me.
Swiftomatic.
I will find you. Don't worry
this
about
guy's
it.
a drama queen on Twitter. I'm telling you. Yes. Stay the fuck away from this dude.
Don't find me. I will
follow
find
Gold Bastards, but stay away from Swiftomatic. Yeah. Whatever. I don't even know his name. His name is hella long. You got hella numbers. 037 49
I don't know how to fucking change that shit. You can't change it, I guess.
776 396. I don't know what the fuck.
Don't worry. I'll get a fucking another Twitter.
411 911 711
511.
It's Swifto 00.
You know, follow that account. Follow the official.
Stay the fuck away from that account. If you go there, nothing but badness is gonna follow you.
Yes.
Don't find me. I'll find you.
This guy's a fucking
believe that.
This guy's a menace on Twitter, man. He drags our name into this shit.
With Twitter, yeah.
I really don't
for
know.
real.
I
Got
don't
people
know.
fucking messaging us complaining about this fucking guy's antics. I'd be like, I don't give
You
a
should
fuck. I don't even
ban-
know he's on the podcast still.
Yeah, you should
I wouldn't
ban
have
him
it
from
any
the
other way.
podcast.
Yeah, they want us to ban this guy from the podcast.
But y'all have no say because y'all don't run shit. But you want to think you do. So take it
Might
Twitter
get
armies
banned
and
eventually.
pick it up your
Get
ass.
the shit up, man.
Take it Twitter armies and fucking lick my butt crack.
Come on. bro.
Eventually,
This is
he
like-
will
Say
get
that?
banned from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Eventually.
He's on
Eventually,
Alex
he
Jones
will
hypes.
get
He's gonna be with Anna Lucius and Alex Jones, chilling, getting sued.
Guys.
Creeping
Little
it
Twitter
out.
armies.
Catch Bill
Little
Mack at the
little
Joe
fucking
Rogan show.
Twitter lynch mobs. You know what you guys
Swiftomatic, analucius.twitter.com.
You fucking stupid Twitter lynch mobs can eat my shorts. How about that? Is that a good one? That's good.
This
I like
guy's
that.
a menace, bro. This guy's a menace on Twitter. Public enemy number one.
All right. Are you guys
Don't
done?
follow Womack on
I'm
Twitter.
done.
Yeah, we're done.
And it's
You're done.
Alright.
yeah.
You're
Good.
done.
We're out of here.
Don't
We're outta
follow
here.
him. He only
Yeah.
has 19 followers.
Oh, 19. This guy
This
has
is
19
fact.
followers. I don't give a fuck.
This guy only has 19 followers.
I'm not a dick rider like you guys.
19
Oh, I just
followers.
like whatever you like because I want you to like me, so I'm gonna like you. Fuck that.
We're gonna cut Womack off starting
outta here.
right now.